From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
Amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Time to get excited, Roz.
What do we got now?
Whoa. Slow down the excitement, Roz.
Calm down. Time to get it off your chest right now. Maybe you should talk about your problems. Roz and Mocha better moments.
Roz and Mocha's vented moments, huh?
Yeah. Yo, this took off, man. People are texting in like crazy. People are DMing. People are calling up because they just have stuff that they want to talk about, get off their chest, and no questions asked, no names are given unless you decide to, decide to blast somebody on the radio. Hey, it's Roz and Mocha. What do you want to say?
So I need to vent
You got a vent? What's your name?
Emilio.
Emilio. What do you got a vent about today?
So I need to vent my mom because she always thinks that I need to, I'm the man of the house and she needs a boyfriend.
Okay. Say that again, just for the people in the back now, Emilio. Okay. Say exactly what you said again, just like real clear, so all the people can hear you.
So I need to vent for my mom because she always needs somebody. So I'm like the man of the house and she needs a boyfriend.
Okay. So
She's always yelling.
she's always yelling.
no reason.
For no reason.
What was the last thing that she yelled about?
She helps people, but she needs no one answers her.
No. Okay. So she yells, but nobody answers her, right?
What was the last thing that she yelled at you about?
Like almost like being good.
Oh.
You got yelled at for being good?
Or she wants you to be good.
She wants me to be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
you think your mom needs a boyfriend to keep her distracted?
Yes.
Because you're tired of being the man of the house.
Yes.
Yeah, it's too much job for a little man, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How old are you, Emilio? I know we're not supposed to be asking questions, but I'm just kind of curious.
7 years old.
7 years old. So you've obviously thought a lot about this, right? So so you said that your mom needs a boyfriend, right? What kind of, like, do you know, like, is your mom, like, does she even want a boyfriend?
Yeah, she does want a boyfriend.
She does, huh? So is this you now using our show to be like, hey, it's Emilio. Any guys out there, you got to, like, girlfriend up my ma so she can take the heat off me?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I figured. Yes. Simple. If life were only that easy, Emilio.
She's the Grinch because she hates Christmas.
She hates Christmas, too?
Yo, don't be calling your mom's a Grinch.
Whoa, man. Whoa.
I'm sure she's just having a bad day or a bad couple of days. I'm sure your ma does not hate Christmas.
We have a tree with only one color.
Yo, vented moment right there.
Yeah,
all right, all
man.
the best to you, Emilio. I hope your mom finds a man.
Okay.
All right, Emilio. Thanks for the call.
Okay, bye-bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's a video that's going viral again. It went viral last year, but in case you missed it.
Oh, it's an annual viral? I like it.
Because it's we're creeping up on Christmas, right?
Gotcha.
So
it's one
people
of
got the
these.
decorations out. People got the trees up right now.
Yeah.
This video is of a woman reacting to the Christmas tree, the family Christmas tree.
Like,
she hadn't seen it. She was not part of decorating the tree. Somebody else was in charge of putting together the tree.
Oh, no.
And they film her reaction. And I guess she is a family member that reacts to a lot of things.
Extreme ways. Now,
Which
did
is
you
why
see the tree?
It's a beautiful tree. It
Okay.
is silver and gold. It is just covered in ornaments and flowers,
But there's
and angels and bells and tinsel. Like you cannot see a single like branch. I don't even know if it's a real tree or a fake tree. You can't see any of that because the tree is just covered in decoration.
It's her nephew who films her often reacting to things.
So the video, the text on the screen reads Mama Vet reacting to our Christmas tree.
Okay.
And in the clip, she'll be referencing somebody who is the person that decorated the tree.
I'm guessing by the lead up of this, she doesn't love it.
Take a listen to this.
That's our favorite tree. My favorite. Zai, baby girl, you set this mother off. That's a bad mother. Zai, you know what? I put my hands up on this one, baby. You did your mother thing, baby. This a bad mother. Here, you hear me? Damn! Zai! Baby, you did your thing, baby. This need to be in the magazine, baby. This so
She loved it.
She loves the tree.
Oh,
Absolutely
good.
loves the tree.
Oh, see, now I want to have her over to the house.
When I first saw this video, just when it said, the caption reads, Mama Vet reacting to our Christmas tree, I thought it was going to go the exact opposite.
Thank you.
That she was going to hate the tree and really go off on the family for decorating it the way she did.
Well, because we've got so much mileage out of the clip of the woman who hated the mac and cheese that
Right,
she
for
was
Thanksgiving.
served at Thanksgiving, which is still one of my all-time favorite clips that we've ever played on this show. Normally when these things go viral, it's because somebody hates it, right?
That's our favorite tree. My favorite. Zai, baby girl, you set this mother off. That's a bad mother. Zai, you know what? I put my hands up on this one, baby. You did your mother thing, baby. This a bad mother. Here, you hear me? Damn! Zai! Baby, you did your thing, baby. This need to be in the magazine, baby. This so
That is one of the greatest reactions to a Christmas tree that was not like a 2-year-old sitting there staring at one. Like, I want her to just come over and just like look at all the things I'm proud of and give me encouragement, right?
You brought up the mac and cheese auntie.
Now, this is the other side of the aunties.
This is the complete opposite of that when you put someone in charge of making the mac and cheese for Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
And they deviate from the original recipe.
Since you up the macaroni and cheese, you're cleaning up all this by yourself. Junior, Dejana, nor me are gonna help you clean up. We told you don't put that in the macaroni and cheese, but you insist on putting it. So since you want to do things your damn way, we gonna do shit our way. We getting ready to go upstairs and go to sleep while you clean up all this for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you, but guess what? This ain't fair that we couldn't even get a decent thing of macaroni and cheese. We got to wait and go back to Goose for Auntie Karen to make us some damn macaroni and damn cheese. Because you decided to do some bull you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving.
Mom,
you experiment by your damn self.
I've cooked with cream cheese before.
Hell, don't try it with us. We don't want that Auntie Karen gave you the damn recipe. But you chose to do on your own.
Right. See, I love both reactions. I don't know which reaction I love more. Can we hear the Christmas tree one more time?
Oh, yes, you can. Absolutely. Reacting to seeing the Christmas tree for the first time.
My favorite. Zai, baby girl, you set this mother off. That's a bad mother. Zai, you know what? I put my hands up on this one, baby. You did your mother thing, baby. This a bad mother. Here, you hear me? Damn! Zai! Baby, you did your thing, baby. This need to be in the magazine, baby. This so
That is so good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, can I quickly play you this video of this YouTuber who came up with what they think the Friends theme song would sound like if it were done by Billie Eilish. Now, I cannot stress this enough. This is not actually Billie Eilish.
Okay.
So the guy who produced it is a guy named Kurt Hugo Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
And the young woman singing it is a woman named Andy Case. Again, I cannot stress this enough that this is not, in fact, Billie Eilish singing her version of the Friends theme.
And just for comparison.
Okay, yeah.
We'll play, not that you need to remember, but
it's always
just
good to hear. It's
for
always good to
comparison, because it's a feel-good song, right?
Yeah.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you.
So, this person is... It's not Billie Eilish, but she's going to sing it as if Billie Eilish sang the theme song.
I actually
to Friends.
shouldn't have said anything. I should have let everybody believe that it was Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Because this is... Have you heard this, Shao? You have heard this. Because it's like... It's so uncanny. And I don't know what it is about Billie Eilish's voice that it's so hyper unique. And when you put it to something like the Friends theme...
Yeah.
Man, I blew it. I shouldn't have said it was... I should have told everybody it's Billie Eilish. Can
Can I
we go
hear it
back and
now?
start again?
No.
No, why
Can I
not?
hear it, though?
No, just give me a second. Now I'm pissed off at myself.
Well, live with it.
All right, let her rip.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you're broke, your love life's DOA.
What the hell?
It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. I'll be there for you.
Holy crap. If you told me this was Billie Eilish before...
See, I told you I should have.
I would have believed you.
I'll be there for you. 'Cause you're there for me too.
Holy crap, dude. You almost made me cuss just now. That sounds exact.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know
Got
what
the
it is.
inflection,
See, 'cause
the
Billie-
whisper's perfect.
See, Billie Eilish does two things that make her voice unique. One, we all know the whisper, but she also does like a baby talk.
A little
Almost
bit.
like with her inflection, the way that she pronounces a lot of words and where she sticks the emphasis and how she starts and ends words. There's a little baby talk in there. Normally, I can't stand that, but I love Billie Eilish.
Yo, that is in, like...
Play it again.
Like, seriously.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you're broke, your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year.
Somebody just texted and said...
I'll be there for you.
Because you mentioned the baby talk whisper.
Yeah.
More Jessie Reyes than Billie Eilish is what this person thinks.
Really, huh?
Like I've
Yeah.
been there before, I'll be there.
Yeah, there's a couple baby talkers out there.
'Cause you're there for me.
Some people find that sexy.
Damn. That is really
Yeah,
good.
bro.
Holy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apparently, Channing Tatum is doing another Magic Mike.
Oh,
Maury.
really?
Hoo-ah.
You know, I've never seen a Channing Tatum. I've never seen a Magic Mike movie.
Really, huh?
How many have they done? 3? Is it 2 or 3?
Two.
Oh, okay.
The first one was really good. Like the first one was like just an awesome movie. Like it was Steven Soderbergh, right? It was Steven
really?
Soderbergh. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
Steven Soderbergh, Channing Tatum, and Matthew McConaughey was in it. Matthew McConaughey was fantastic in it. Like so good. But I guess, yeah, they're doing a third. It'll be Magic Mike's Last Dance is what the movie's going to be called, and it will be available on HBO Max. It'll have the same director as the first film and the writer
think
of
he's
the
gonna be
last
like-
two.
training like a group of young fellas to take
It says,
over the legacy?
Maury says, hope so. Hope so. Not much is known yet, but based on the title, they're at least, I guess, giving the illusion that this will be the last one. Channing said, quote, well, world, looks like Mike Lane's tapping back in.
Oh.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Who else was in that movie? Wasn't Joe Manganiello?
Yeah, Joe Manganiello was in that movie, and that big wrestler was in that movie.
Who? A wrestler?
Yeah. Nash? What's Nash? What's
Kevin
that guy?
Nash?
Kevin Nash. He's a
No.
stripper. Yeah, he's part of the stripping
NWO?
crew. Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's part of the stripping crew in the movie. Yeah, a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of dudes. Yeah. But watch the first one because the first one's really good. Like, it's a great movie. Like, it's sure it's strippers and, sort of makes you feel things, but it's just, it's a great movie. Like, you'll enjoy it. Yeah.
Like joy. Make you feel joy.
It'll make you feel joy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So when Adele had her big television special last month, it was full of like invite-only celebs.
Yeah.
And one of the things that a lot of people were sort of coming to terms with was, Oprah makes sense. Oprah did the interview.
Yeah.
Drake makes sense. We found out earlier that
They're
they
like
were best friends. But then there were a couple people. And one of the people that you saw on the special was like Seth Rogan. And you're like, what's Seth Rogan doing there? A little bit surprising. Nobody was more surprised about, what's Seth Rogan doing there than Seth Rogan himself.
Oh, for real?
So this is Seth Rogan. What was it on Kimmel or Fallon? Fallon last night. Listen to Seth Rogan tell the story of the Adele concert.
I was in the front row of the Adele concert, and that is as surprising to me as anyone because I had no idea I was attending the taping of an Adele television special at all. I got an invitation to. Do you want to go to a small Adele concert? Is what I remember absorbing, and I go to my wife Laura. You want to go to this small Adele concert? Great, sounds fun. It's at Griffith Park. That sounds cool. So if I'm being honest, I hate to burst everyone's. I smoke weed, Jimmy. And me and my wife.
Breaking news.
So we were like, it's an Adele concert. It's in the park. We smoked a ton of weed, and we're just gonna go and enjoy this lovely Adele concert. Yeah. We pull up and we see camera cranes, there's drones flying around, there's an entire crew there, and I'm like, oh no, we are at the filming of a television special. We're on a television show, and I'm like, maybe it's not that big a television special, and then the first person I see is Oprah Winfrey, and I'm like, oh no, I think it's a big television special.
Oh yeah.
We're in the front row, we're in front row center, we're as close as you could fathomably be. I sit down, there's like a camera literally just like pointed at my face.
Do you know Adele?
I've never met it. I don't know Adele. And if Adele, you're watching this, why did you do that? And there was, because the whole time I'm like, there's so many more famous people than me here who should be sitting where I'm sitting. And I could just like feel them be insulted that I had such a good seat. Like, I was in front of Drake. Like, there's no world where I was in front of Drake.
Yo, Seth Rogan got a better seat than Drake? And he was high as hell.
And didn't even know what he was there for. Yeah.
Wow, what a story. That is incredible.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know if you saw this story on TikTok. This woman, she's 22 years old. And she went viral because of what she told, a discovery that she made about her Italian heritage.
Oh, you don't say.
Her name is Izzy, and she is a triplet. She explained that she is the daughter of two mothers who conceived her using sperm from an anonymous donor.
Gotcha.
And she wanted to learn a little bit more about her background.
Okay.
And learn a little bit more about her father.
Okay.
So she took a DNA test back in 2018.
And just found out I'm 100% that.
What?
I don't think that's
Bravo.
what she found out.
Bravo with the original lyrics.
Thank
Bravo.
you. Thank you.
So the only info that she got back is that she isn't as Italian as she thought. And then months after she took the test, another random woman reached out to her.
Okay.
And said to young 22-year-old Izzy that she'd been flagged as a DNA match with her own daughter, who was also conceived via a sperm donor. Izzy was then invited to join a Facebook group set up by all the kids of this one sperm donor.
This
She
is
then
like that movie.
discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
She then discovered she has more than 50 half siblings.
Really, huh?
50. What was the name of the movie of that Vince Vaughn?
Mailman.
Oh, that's what it was.
Wasn't it?
Was it?
Well, no, but I think it was no.
And yeah, it was like 150.
Delivery Man.
Yeah, and he had
Delivery
like
Man.
150 kids, and he wanted to try to
Yeah.
meet all of them,
Yeah,
or-
yeah, because it was originally a Canadian film, and they remade it with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
her big fear now is that she's going to date a relative because there's 50 half siblings she's never met. And overpopulation, they're going to have kids. Maybe their kids are her age now. And like she doesn't know how to navigate through that, which I feel like I can understand.
Oh, God.
No,
Why?
I can. So when I was looking for a life mating partner, I was like, I'm not going to date.
Sounds like some like French film from the 50s.
Yeah.
Like Deepa takes a lover.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened in my mind. I was like, I will not ever date a Guyanese person.
You won't.
No, because it's
How
countries.
you gonna do that to your own people, Deepa?
Yeah, come
it's
on.
just like the country's way too small. Everyone turns out to be related. Like Shem and I are probably related. My grandmother has 11 siblings. I haven't met
God.
all of them.
Yeah.
So
but
that's
some
my
of them
fear.
would be okay to date, though. No?
I don't know. No,
No,
I'm not sure
man.
what's okay in your mind, but not in mine.
Well, what do people who live there and never leave Guyana do?
What do you mean? I guess, yeah, maybe marry relatives. I don't know.
Well,
but I thought.
Listen, we all worship the royal family. We all know what went on in that house.
So I guess
Cousins
it's
on
appropriate.
Right?
Keep the bloodline flowing.
Literally.
Yes. So you won't date somebody, Deepa. You wouldn't date somebody before you were married. You never would
No.
go for somebody who's Guyanese because of the fact that you may one day fall in love with somebody who you're actually related to.
Yeah. So I thought
Yeah.
I was in the clearing because Talal, his family's from Pakistan. I'm like, oh my God, that's so far away. But when we started dating, everyone's like, you guys look the exact same. And I was like, you guys are just racist.
And that's
'cause
not
we're
the
brown.
No, and that's not the first time because on socials, people pointed out that,
all the time.
that you guys look like siblings.
They're always
Right.
like, you guys are siblings, you aren't married, whatever. And I get that all the time. So we're like, wouldn't it be funny if we're related?
Yeah.
And then we were telling his brother this story one day of how everyone mistakes us for siblings first. And they're like, you guys look way too similar. And then I was like, oh, I don't know where you guys are from, but like my family originally, they're from India. They're from a state in India called UP. And I forget the village name. And his brother looks at me.
Shut up.
And was like, we are from the exact same village.
No. Did you guys do a DNA test?
No,
to
we
see?
didn't. I'm too
Oh my God.
scared.
Yo, what if you guys are related? What if the bloodline runs through both their veins? Oh, Lord.
But you know what, though?
Oh, no, Deepa.
But this explains, maybe it is something that is inside you that knows, and this is actually the reason why you guys go to bed and sleep under two different blankets. Like maybe it is your DNA coding that is preventing you from like touching bums in bed. Like maybe it's just hardwired. And you know when you take two magnets and you try and put them together and they just won't go?
Yeah.
Maybe that is you and the law. Like maybe that's just the universe trying to keep you guys apart.
So you know what we have to do now?
Well, yeah.
We're not doing a DNA test. I don't want to know. I'm married to this guy. If it comes back,
You're still within the window. You can get it annulled.
No. That's not gonna happen.
No, we have to.
No, I'm okay. I just thought
I
I'd
wouldn't
share.
either, Deepa. There's no way. I'm happy you're not knowing. I'm happy. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
We swept it under the rug for a little bit, but every time I look at him, I'm like, you kind of do look like me.
Wow.
What are we gonna do?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Separate blankets for life. Oh boy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A woman posted this question on IG yesterday, and the comments started blowing up. Her question is, and this is to women out there, but we can open this up, guys and girls, right? Y'all really got a problem with your boyfriends liking other girls' photos.
Mm-hmm.
on IG. Fellas, goes the same for you, I guess. Do you have a problem with the woman in your life maybe liking and or commenting on dudes who neither of you know on social? Some of the comments that came back based on this were, as long as he likes and comments on mine, that's good. Not being able to like a photo is not going to stop your man from cheating if the person wants to.
Truth.
Somebody else said, I feel it's like a respect thing more than anything. If a man don't want his girl all up in another man's likes, then the same respect should be given in return.
Truth. Yeah, Catherine and I have had this conversation because I will, like, whenever somebody follows me, I will always just, like, if I'll click their profile, if it's an open profile, I'll find something and I just hit a like. I think it's nice, right? Like, you send the thing, it's an acknowledgement is what it is. And then what winds up happening is I won't do that for days. Yeah. And then I will just go through on a liking spree, right? Where I'll do like 40 in a row, just like I'll just go to everybody who's followed me and I'll do like 40 in a row. But what I've found in the past is that some people, when they really want you to follow them back, what they do is they follow you and then they unfollow you. And then a couple days later, they'll follow you again and then they unfollow. And a couple days later, they're to get your attention. Yeah. So some of these profiles, I've liked like 5 and 6 and 7 pictures on them, but I always try and look for one. Like if 1, 2, and 3 are a bikini shot, but 4 is a family picture on a pumpkin patch, I like the pumpkin patch picture, right? Like I'll always try.
Holding a cup of coffee or something.
I'll always try and do that. Sometimes you screw up and then you have a quick conversation and you sort of check each other and yeah, I've had this conversation too. I don't think it's a bad conversation to have. I think it's a healthy conversation to have.
Another comment reads this: don't bother me because I'm looking at other dudes.
Wow.
So.
Yeah. See.
Let me go through some of the texts that people are sending us now. If you trust your man, you should have no issue with him liking another woman's picture. He's coming home to you, not her. Plus, what makes it okay for you to like another man's photo, but he can't like another woman's photo?
Well, she never asked that question. Maybe she doesn't.
Somebody said, I think there is an extent of what he can and cannot do. He shouldn't be commenting or messaging the people he's liking their photos of. But if he's just liking them, then that's fine. You can look, but you can't touch. That's my rule.
But also, there's a difference between publicly liking a photo and instead of ignoring the sort of public like where you go straight to DMs, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hey, wow, I can't believe I actually got through to speak to you guys. I just wanted to say, I think that if your significant other is liking somebody else's pictures, especially ones that might not be so PG-13, and even commenting, I think the relationship might need to be reevaluated. I don't really know why they feel the need to do that if they're in a committed and happy relationship with you.
What's your situation like? Are you in a relationship? Are you single?
Yeah, no, I'm in a relationship for almost 3 years now.
Okay, and do you find like he's liking and or commenting on certain accounts?
Never. He is super respectful that way, and I've never encountered that. But I have in past relationships, and those are the ones that never worked out.
Interesting. Because I know that this is a conversation that a lot of people do have. And like I said, I've had it with Catherine. But yeah, no, it's tough. So like, what pictures are okay then? Like, are there any pictures? Like, let's say that your boyfriend is liking pictures of a woman that you don't know. So it's not even like a mutual friend, but it's a woman that you don't know. Are there any pictures that you would think or feel would be acceptable to throw a like on?
Yeah, of course. If it's somebody that they, grew up with, or it's somebody that they, actually know.
What if it's somebody they don't know? What if it's somebody they don't know?
If it's just an innocent picture, like it's, they're out with friends, or, they visited somewhere and they took a picture, I don't see anything wrong with that. There might be a question about who they are, but nothing more than that.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Hi, it's Roz and Mocha. What's your name?
Glenda, what do you want to say?
I want to say, if you're going to put your pictures out there, man, anybody can look at it, whether they're in a relationship or not. You're going to put it out there. You want people to look at it. That's it. Just simple as that.
But what if it's your man that is liking strangers' pictures?
Well, you know what? well, then I should not put it out there.
No. What? Do you have a husband?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What if your husband was on Instagram and you saw that he was liking a bunch of other women's pictures?
It's just a picture, man. He's just looking. Maybe it's going to get him up. I don't know.
Okay, Maurie. You just got a standing ovation from Maurie. You just got, I've never seen Maurie more supportive of a caller before.
Then it's up.
Yes.
Honestly, if you really comfortable in your relationship and confident, if your man is looking at a picture, then you got issues.
Okay, fair enough.
I love your show, guys. I drive to school. I swear to God, I don't know how I do the drive without you guys. You guys are awesome.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much.
I love you, Roz. You're so realistic.
I love you too, baby.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's a woman in Germany named Jacqueline who's gone viral because of what she said on TikTok the other day.
So how do you get back at an ex, or how do you get the attention of an ex? You are heartbroken. You are crushed. The man dumped you. So what do you do to get back at him, get his attention? Well, Jacqueline faked a wedding and then posted the pictures on social, like her in a wedding dress. There was they had a wedding cake, she did the whole thing.
It all looked legit.
Just hoping that her ex would notice and reach out.
Jacqueline, it's Roz and Mocha. Welcome.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, this exploded. Congratulations for getting all this attention on a really devious idea. So what did this come from? When you decided to do this, were you still sort of in the throes of heartbreak, looking for attention, or was this something else?
Maybe a little bit. It was like 1 or 2 weeks after the breakup. No, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to be honest.
Okay, and how long were you dating your ex for? Before the initial breakup, and what happened? Why did you break up?
For 2 years.
Okay.
He cheated on me, and I was a little bit too emotional. Yeah, that's.
So you got cheated. You were with a guy for 2 years. He cheated on you, and you wanted to make him jealous, or you wanted his attention to get him back. When you sort of faked this wedding with these pictures, what was your intention? You wanted to him to do what?
So first of all, I thought this could be an opportunity because I was a lot into modeling and had a lot of photo shoots, and then there was the opportunity to do this wedding photo shooting with the photographer because he asked me to use these photos. And then I had the idea to upload this on social media because my ex never knew that I would have a wedding style photo shooting. And I posted that on social media. And for real, he reached out after that. He was
did.
What happened? What happened? And after a couple weeks, maybe 2, I told him, okay, that's not real. And today we are good friends, and we laugh at the story.
Oh, really?
He cheated on you. You guys broke up. How long after the breakup did you pretend that you got married?
A couple weeks.
Okay,
oh my God.
So you wanted him to believe that you guys were together for 2 years. He cheated, and within 2 weeks, you were met a new guy, got engaged, planned the wedding, had the wedding, and already it's up on Instagram.
Life is hard.
Wow. And what's
There's a lot of opportunity out there.
I would have thought that you were the one in the relationship that had somebody on the side.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your life like now? Are you in a relationship? Are you back with that guy? You said that you guys are really good friends. Are you trying again? What's going on?
So not really good friends, but there's no hate between us. There's everything healthy. It's that was 2 or 3 years ago. And today everything is healthy. I'm in a relationship with a very good guy for the last couple months. And we both laugh a lot about the story. And I'm very happy. And yeah, I'm happy to be at this point in my life.
Would you recommend this to anyone else who's maybe looking to get the attention of an ex? Would you recommend faking your own wedding?
Oh, that's a very good question. So he reached out after that. So at this point of view, I think if you want the attention of someone, it's a possibility. But I think it would be much easier to just do some sexy photos at the beach, for example.
Okay. Well, we love this. Jacqueline, thank you very much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show. You are the one who blew up on social after telling the story that you faked your own wedding just to get the attention of your ex. And it worked. It actually worked. Congratulations. Thank you, Jacqueline.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, man, is Shawn Mendes going to be okay? Well, that's his new song. It'll be okay.
He says so, but this man is going through it.
He released it yesterday on a weird Wednesday. Nobody ever releases music on Wednesdays, but Shawn Mendes just had to get this out.
What happens when you're in your feelings, though?
I know. A couple of lyrics from the song. Are we going to make it? Is this going to hurt? He goes on to say, yes, I start to imagine a world where we don't collide. It's making me sick, but we'll heal and the sun will rise. This is the first track after the breakup with Camila Cabello.
I start to imagine a world where we don't collide.
Oh, man.
It's making me sick, but we'll heal and the sun will rise.
Wow. From the heart.
If you tell me you're leaving, I'll make it easy. It'll be okay.
Oh, God,
But
dude.
let me tell
I
you.
got to tell you, I feel so bad for Shawn Mendes.
Yeah.
Like, Shawn, dog, if you need a friend, I will drive to the condo just to give you a hug. We don't even have to exchange words.
Yeah.
I'm a great hugger.
Yeah, you are a good hugger.
I will just stand there and give you a hug. You sound like you need one.
Song sounds like something. Write us now, because we've been sitting here all trying to figure it out. It's that dun 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 dun. What does it sound like? It's driving me bonkers, man.
Please, somebody
It
text.
sounds like another song, like another pretty song.
Yeah,
but it's like that.
925-555.
That melody is almost identical to it, and I think I really like that other song too. I love this song.
Mm-hmm.
But
Dun,
it's
dun, 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 dun.
God, what is that? It's driving me
Do you know?
bonkers, man.
Sean, you know a lot
no,
of music.
Sean
You
doesn't
can't figure it
know.
out?
It's driving
No.
him nuts too.
If you think you know, 925-555. You can call us too, 416-870-8888.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Miss you, Camila.
I miss you, Camila.
Where are you, Camila?
Come
back
here,
to me,
Camila.
Oh, good one. I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
hold
Oh,
on.
yeah. What are they saying? Hold on. All right.
Hold on. Hey, it's Roz and Mocha. Don't swear.
I promise I won't, but
Okay.
I know the song you're talking about.
What is it?
It is Uninvited by Alanis Morissette.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
You're not alone.
Yes.
You're
Hold on.
invited.
You know, it's so funny. What's your name on the phone?
Megan.
Megan, thank you for that. We have two people just texted the exact same thing. They said Alanis Morissette.
Yes.
Is that
yes.
the song? What's it called?
Yes. Uninvited. Listen to this. I don't know if she swears. Alanis is a very sweary record, so
I
we
don't think
apologize.
she's a swearer.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you,
so-
Megan. We're going to let you go. Love you lots.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Have a good
Yeah,
day.
this is so it. Oh my God. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Playing it?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Hold on here. Let me get to the part.
Somebody said it sounds like something that would be played on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, like this song. Gotta find the chorus here. Hold on. It's got to be coming up. Yeah.
Oh. Yes, this is it.
Identical.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Here we go, this part.
I miss you, Camila. Where are you, Camila? Come back here, Camila.
How incredible, though, to be, that talented where you can go through young heartache and heartbreak and breakups, and you can just sit down and your talent just takes over, and you can just write and create something so just like beautiful. Like, I never had that when I was a kid. Like you didn't know, you had those feelings, but you didn't have anywhere to put them.
No, you would just listen to songs that you could relate to those feelings, right? The songs that would relate to your feelings, and you'd sit there and you'd listen to them really loud, and you'd sing and get all up in your own emotions. But you're right, you can't sit there. You couldn't. We were never the type of people to sit there.
No.
And like just start writing what you were feeling and turn it into song.
It's something really special when you can be the one who creates the thing that will then help other people through the thing that you're going through, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a special.
Do you have a song?
That's a special place.
Do you have a song like that?
No.
You don't?
No, I never got dumped. Come on, look at me.
Okay. All right, stud.
No, I've been dumped plenty. Don't you worry about me.
Hold on. Let me play you a song.
I'm trying to think of what my song was. You got a song, though, specifically, though, huh?
Yo.
Yeah.
Let me find it here.
Is it like sad? Like,
oh, yeah.
Does it still? But does it still hit the same, or was this a sort of in the moment of the moment kind of track?
No,
First of all, okay, so how old were you when you had your heart crushed and you turned to this track?
Hold on. Pretty sure
this is old-timey sounding.
That's just the intro.
Oh. This is like you hanging off the back of a trolley in black and white.
The music video is actually in black and white, which is why.
Yeah.
Hold on. When it hits, you'll know.
There's 1,000 words that I could say.
What's this song?
To make you come home.
What is this?
Yeah.
Gone by NSYNC.
Oh, never heard it.
What?
No.
How do you not know the song?
No, never heard it. It's brand new to me.
I remember what you said to me. You were acting so strange.
This was your track?
Yo,
really, huh?
To see.
It's kind of ass.
What?
I think there's better songs out there. It just sounds very like, it sounds like it came out of the Orlando Pop Machine.
It probably did.
But did it help, though, right? There's a lot of stuff that I like that's ass that helped a lot. But it helped,
Yes,
right?
of course it did.
Okay, let me listen to this. Let me try and get into your feelings now. Hold on.
Man and be strong. I could touch your face. It means you're gone. Gone.
Oh, I know this song now. Yeah. Still don't like it.
Oh, dude.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So apparently Bradley Cooper got like mugged at knife point.
What?
Yeah. But like this isn't because in New York. But when I first saw the story, I thought that maybe this is when Bradley Cooper years ago was like going to theater school and all of this stuff. And he's just retelling this story because Bradley Cooper, there's that. Remember that Inside the Actors Studio, that show, right, that Will Ferrell used to goof on?
Oh, yeah.
So there's a scene when I think it was, I don't remember who the guest was. Was it De Niro maybe? Maybe De Niro was the guest. But at the end of those Inside the Actors Studios, the audience, the students could ask questions. And Bradley Cooper asked a question on like one of the shows. And you can go back and find it where Bradley Cooper was an acting student. So whenever Bradley Cooper tells these stories about New York and being on the subway and stuff, I always assume that it is from that time.
Sure, early days.
Early days. But this is like recent. So listen to this. This is Bradley Cooper doing Dax Shepard's podcast.
I used to walk around New York City all the time with these on. And this is pre-pandemic. And I was on the subway and I got held up at knife point.
Wait, when?
The October before the March pandemic hit. I felt somebody coming up and I thought, oh, they want to take a photo or something. And then I like turn and I look down and I see a knife. Like I had gotten way, way too comfortable. Now I have my headphones on the whole time, so I can't hear anything. I'm just listening to music. So I look up, I see the person's eyes and I'm like taken by how young they are. And I go like that, knocked
Lifted
his
your
arm
elbow.
up, and just start booking jumped over the turnstile, hit around the white
Pause for 1
tiled foyer.
Okay, so let me ask you, what do you do then in this situation? So you're on the subway.
Yeah.
Guy comes up behind you. You have your headphones on. You look down, realize that he's not a fan, but he actually has a knife and he's trying to rob you. So the door opens, you book it, you jump over the turnstiles.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do at this point? What's your next move?
After I take off?
Yes.
And I run?
Yes.
I try to get far away from the train station.
Okay.
And like go in a different direction.
Right.
Thinking that if this person who was trying to hold me up followed me, if I ran fast enough and like zigzagged my way out of there, they wouldn't be able to find me. Maybe they get scatterbrained and they
Now, while you're you would hide and go the other way. What if while you were hiding? I never said hide. Okay. What if while you were hiding, you saw the guy run by?
But he didn't notice me?
He didn't notice you.
Oh, I wouldn't say anything.
Okay.
I'm not going to go after him.
Okay. So here's
Because
how
he didn't take anything from me at that point.
So here's how Bradley Cooper handled the situation.
A tiled foyer entrance to the subway, took my phone out. He jumped over, running away, and I took a photo of him. And then I chased him up the stairs. He started running up 7th Avenue. I took 2 more photographs of him. I ran down 2 police officers in an SUV, showed them the photograph, and then I got back on the subway and picked up my daughter. Like, it was crazy.
Okay, hold on. What?
Yeah, he chased the guy.
Took his photos and then still carried on with his day to go pick up his daughter.
Yeah, and chased him, though. Chased him.
Why would you do that, though?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not chasing anybody.
Like, scenario number 1.
First of all, I would be naked at that point because if somebody ever pulled a knife on me in the subway, I would just give them everything.
Oh.
I would start with my pants. I'm like, you want to show my commitment to getting robbed? We're going to start with the pants, okay? And then everything, and then I'm going to lay everything off. We're going to do full inventory so you know exactly what you're getting, right? Right? Yeah. So don't even worry about it,
I'll
right?
authenticate everything. Send me a DocuSign. No problem.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jojo Siwa has a new show called Siwa's Dance Pop for Revolution.
Come on.
They release new episodes on Tuesdays on Hey You. Jojo Siwa, you may remember, she got her fame from appearing on Dance Moms.
Yeah.
And she's a
I always
star.
forget about that.
She's such a star. Great personality, beautiful smile, always fun. And she used all of that to her advantage, going on her YouTube channel, releasing music.
Her energy is like...
She's like all positive all the time.
Yeah, you just don't see that much anymore, where it is on that level always.
And colorful clothing.
Oh, she was a sparkler.
Right?
Yeah.
She's great. So she's got this new show, and it's her and her mom as well, Jacqueline. And they're looking to create a new pop group where Jojo Siwa is going to help mentor some of these kids who are trying out and be the choreographer. And by the end of it all, her mom is going to be the manager of this new group.
Cool.
So the show is called XOMG Pop. And Jojo Siwa made news last week when she made it to the finals of Dancing with the Stars. She didn't win, though. Came in second place.
Should have won.
A lot of people thought that. And you were the first one to say, right from the very, very beginning, as soon as they announced the cast, that she was going to win. And throughout the entire season, that she was going to win. So Damnit Maurie talked to her last week, hey, what was it like to come in second place? And she was very positive, right?
Yeah.
So a week goes by now. She forgot about all of that, coming in second place, whatever, right? Moving on with her life, looking to promote this show. Damnit Maurie gets a chance to talk to her. And what does he do? He brings up the past.
Of course you do. That's what you do.
Again.
Before we talk about the new show, okay, real talk. It's been a few weeks since Dancing with the Stars. Are you still maybe a little bit pissed at coming in second?
That's a good
Why you got to
one.
bring up old stuff, bro?
I mean, listen, no one's pumped up about second place. However, I have walked away from that show with more than I ever have from any project in my life. Getting second, the first thing that I said to Jenna is, "Are you okay?" And she said yes. And she said, "Are you okay?" And I said yes. But then the next thing that I said, "I don't know why, but there's a reason we didn't win. And we will never know. Maybe one day we will, but there's a reason we didn't win, and we just have to trust the world." But I mean, I've grown so much since that show. And we made a joke the other day that we said Dancing with the Stars was kind of like my college. It grew me up, and it was the best experience ever. So getting second, I'm like, man, it'd be pretty cool to have a mirror ball in my house right now. But I've got like 4,000 Christmas trees that my mom put up. So they basically look like mirror balls. It's okay. It's a joke.
Man.
I know. Again, why you gotta bring up old stuff? She's like, I'm here to talk about my new show,
Bro.
Siwa's Dance Pop Revolution. I'm trying to find a new group of kids who are going to be part of this group that eventually, part of the deal is once she gets this group together, they're going to open for her when she goes back on tour.
Gotcha.
Siwa's Dance Pop Revolution. This show is fantastic. The two of you are looking for the next big kid pop group. What kind of pop group are you looking for? Like, who can you relate it to so that we can be like, that's what you're looking for?
I feel like in the beginning it was like, ooh, we're going to make the Spice Girls. But then we were like, no, that doesn't feel right. And then it was like, ooh, we're going to make Little Mix and BTS. And we're like, no, that's not right either. And then we were like, Little Jojo? No, definitely not Little Jojo's. And then I remember I said something, and when we were pitching the idea of what we wanted to do to networks, I remember everyone was like, make sure you say that because that is exactly what it is. And I said 7 or 8 or 5 or 6 or 4, whatever the number is, Little Girl Elton John's. Do you remember that? Yes. And everyone was like, that's keep that.
Little Girl Elton John's.
Little Girl Elton John's. Jesus.
That's a lot. And you have 8 of them on stage? Come on, Jones.
eight Little Girl Elton Johns.
Yeah.
But you know what? I would pay to see that.
And going into Dancing with the Stars, she was in a relationship.
Jojo was in a relationship, and it was highlighted during the show because her girlfriend was there, and she was very supportive, and they filmed stuff, and they did a whole pack. And then by the end of Dancing with the Stars, Jojo was single. They had broken up by the time the show.
That gotta mess with your head.
By the time the show ran, she seemed good about it though, because she was like,
but
this
she's a
was
professional.
her first sort of public relationship with a woman, and she seemed okay about it, right?
Which is why Damnit Maurie brought it up as well.
The other big Jojo Siwa news is that during Dancing with the Stars, you broke up with your girlfriend Kylie. Is Jojo Siwa better right now being single, or are you missing out on a little bit more love in your life?
I think that being in a relationship, I realized that it was a little different, and a lot of time of mine was pulled away from my career. But if I could go back in time, there's not much that I would change because I learned a lot about myself. I got to experience what being in love for the first time was like. And I mean, it's magical.
Now, by all means, talk about what you told me earlier, dating app.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
Oh, wow.
I had 2 days off. And when you give me 2 days off, my brain is like, I need something to do. And so I joined a dating app. I don't think it's my thing. I realized that I'm much pickier with my selection of girls than I am with boys. Like I realized that with girls, I'll be like, dun, 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 dun. But then I'm like, if a boy comes around, I'll scroll, I'll read a little bit about them. And then they normally end up being a no too. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to trust somebody really from a dating app, but who knows? I mean, I'm 18. I want a cuddle date. If I find a cuddle date and then we end up getting married one day, great. If I find a cuddle date and nothing comes from it, great. If I don't, great. It's going to last like a week, but it's fun while it's lasting.
That's Jojo Siwa. Always love having her on the Roz and Mocha Show. Her new show is called Siwa's Dance Pop Revolution. New episodes on Hey You every Tuesday.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
All right, Cody, what is your FML? What's going on with you?
I need help trying to tell a friend to not propose on a group vacation.
Okay. Cody, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. A bunch of us couples are going on a group vacation, and your friend let it slip to one of the girls that he wants to propose to his girlfriend. He said that he wants to do it at the beginning of the vacation, and we know that his girlfriend will make the whole vacation all about her, and we don't want it to ruin the whole 10 days and make it all about them. We think that he should do it in a more meaningful and special place. How do we bring this up with him without pissing him off?
Hey, Cody, question. Why do you and all your friends hate your friend's girlfriend?
That's another FML. That is too little time for that one.
Okay. So that's what this is all about, though.
I mean, like, we don't not want them to get engaged. We just don't want it to all be about her. If they wait till the end, we probably don't care about that.
Okay. Do you?
But he said he wanted to make it meaningful, so like pick a more meaningful place to them.
Yeah, but I know, but bro, you can't tell somebody who's like, "Oh my god, I want to do this," and you're like, "No, make it more meaningful." It's whatever's meaningful to them. It's subjective. It's like, it's what he finds meaningful. You know, to me, proposing, to the woman you love in front of, all your friends who also love her, sounds pretty meaningful. But I guess not, huh?
I mean, timing, right?
Yeah. So, did you guys invite this friend and his girlfriend out of politeness and not because you really wanted them to be there?
The six of us used to be really, really close, and they kind of fell off in the last couple of years. And we invite them out a lot of the time, and most of the time they just ignore us or don't come. So it's kind of become routine where we invite them and we just expect them to say no. So we invited them for this, and they said yes.
Where are you guys going?
Punta Cana.
Oh.
Yo, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Meaningful.
Great place to propose.
Yeah.
Punta Cana. The beaches are gorgeous. So you have a girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Your girlfriend hates this girl, doesn't she?
Yeah, so it's my fiance, but yeah, she
hates her. Nah, come on, man.
Do all the girls, all
Yeah.
the women in the relationship with all you dudes, do all the women not like this guy's girlfriend?
They have their issues, but I think they still care for her.
Yeah.
Like, they care for her.
Sure.
They don't want her hurt and like stuff like that, right?
So nobody in the friend group wants them to propose on this particular trip.
Mostly.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So your question was, I need help trying to tell a friend that he shouldn't propose on a group vacation. You got to mind your business, son.
Mm-hmm.
My fiance knew you were going to say that too. She's going to say, "Don't be so busy."
Stop being so busy.
Yeah,
Stop
facts.
being so busy.
If this guy wants to propose on this trip, y'all need to keep your mouths shut.
Yeah. Like, what do you like? You can't. You're the one. Geez, man. I know that you think that they're being selfish, but it's actually like maybe you guys that are being the selfish ones.
Oh, facts. Big facts.
So then if she makes it about...
But what do you mean makes it about her? What do you mean makes it about her? Like she's happy? What do you mean makes it about her?
If I'm happy for you that you get engaged and you're going to get married. I don't want to hear about it for every 5 seconds for the 10 days that I'm trying to get away from everything else.
But what's wrong with her being excited?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure when you
Nothing.
proposed to your fiance, that was the only thing she wanted to talk about. She was excited. She was looking forward to this. She wanted other people to talk to about this.
You don't think she's going to go on and on. You just don't even want to hear about it once, right?
You're not wrong.
You don't like her enough where you can't even have one single conversation about her being happy about an engagement.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
See?
Fair. Fair. Yeah.
Oh
no.
my
no.
God.
I know.
Cody, suck it up, man.
Yeah. I think that the bigger conversation is, you guys really don't like this girl. And I think that faking it is sort of a D-bag move. I really do, because if your buddy, your guy friend, if he thinks that everything is like totally cool and he doesn't know how you guys really feel about his girl, if he finds out, he's going to be crushed, man. Like that's just like, it's sort of a not cool thing to do. Which is just, invite somebody along that you don't like, because then what position does that put them in? Like they're not allowed to have fun? Like what if they're like, hey, my God, like why don't we all like grab dinner tonight? We'll do like one toast, just like celebrate the engagement. You guys are going to be all pissy about it. Meanwhile, you would have eaten together anyway. You just don't want to say congratulations.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I think part of it's because I think he deserves better and he doesn't see that, but I think that's a separate issue.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to
so
say.
let me ask you this then, Cody. When it comes time to, the engagement party and or the wedding, you and your girlfriend are not going to go? You and your fiance are not going to go?
Oh, no, I still wish them happiness. Like, I still wish them well. I don't want them, hurt. Like I said, if you're going on vacation for 10 days, you're going on vacation for 10 days. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want it to be, you just want to be relaxing on the beach.
Yeah. And then when the wedding comes around, Mocha, you're just going to do what normal people do is you take the invite, you go to the wedding, and then you just talk about the bride behind her back.
I mean, Roz doesn't go to weddings anymore, right?
Hell no, I don't, son. For that reason.
Damn, Cody. All right. Yo, let that man live. Let him be happy.
Let my man live.
Sounds good. Sounds good. You guys gonna ask me the question?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm just kidding. Cody, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Hands down, pants down, Roz.
Oh, yeah.
No reasons, don't worry.
Oh, thanks. Okay. You know the drill.
Later, dude.
Say hi to your girlfriend for me. Later.
See ya.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Roz, I could tell you're excited.
For?
I could tell you're excited, brother.
What'd I do?
Roz and Mocha's Vintage Moments.
Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest.
Roz and Mocha's Vented Moments. If you haven't heard this yet,
we give you the platform and the show and the audience, and you can just vent. Like if you have something that's been driving you crazy, and maybe you can't say it to your friends or your family or coworkers, because maybe it is about your friends, family, and coworkers. And maybe you just want to be anonymous, but you got like something you just need to get off your chest and vent. You do it on this show. We'll give you the platform and the audience, and you just go. Like, you just go off.
hey, it's Roz and Mocha. What do you want to say?
Hi, my name. Oh, I'm not.
Oh, here we
Hey,
go.
You don't have to say your name, and we won't ask you questions, although we may.
Okay.
Clarification.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you my name. I'm going to tell you that my vented moment is about how much I hate my dog.
Oh, no. Okay, so talk to us about the dog then.
Yeah, so it starts 4 years ago, and things are well. You get him as a puppy. He's 4 years old now, and that's beautiful and fine. He's adorable, tiny little poofy cute thing, and that's great. I ended up pregnant with my daughter, and I'm like 7 months along, okay? And my favorite dessert on the planet is red velvet anything. So that could be cheesecake, cupcakes, you name it, is red velvet.
Go on.
Facts.
My husband is a pilot, goes into Rome, and has this bakery right by his hotel while he's at work, okay? And what does my sweet husband do? Because I'm craving red velvet throughout my whole pregnancy, he goes down and gets me an Italian red velvet cupcake from Rome and brings it home for me.
Mamma mia, bellissimo.
Yeah, I was elated, okay? So I put it on the coffee table, and I'm pregnant, so Mama's got to pee, right? So I go to the bathroom, and I come back, and my dog ate the whole thing.
Oh, no.
I didn't get to try the red velvet cupcake. It gets worse. He takes petty poos while I kick him out of the bathroom and bathe my kids. If he can't be in the bathroom, he'll go onto their playmat and take a revenge dump.
Oh, no.
He'll go and he'll take his time to move away from where he's sitting at the couch. If he has to fart, comes next to me, farts, and then goes back just to fart in my face.
Oh, no.
Wow. Your dog hates you.
Yo, and dog farts are the worst.
Okay, go on.
They
Go on.
smell so
Okay,
bad.
go on.
That's it. No,
Okay.
I just can't hate this dog. I mean, I can't say I would do anything to physically harm him. But, like, if something happened, like, if he got, like, eaten by a coyote, I wouldn't say I'd be, like, upset.
Wow. All because the dog ate your cheesecake, your Italian cheesecake. Red velvet.
I think also the revenge turds and
Terrible. And the fart?
and I would say deliberate farting. That is this is what this is all about. Roz and Mocha's Vented Moments, where you just get to call up and you get our platform and the audience, and you can just go. Yeah. So if you maybe somebody else out there happens to hate their dog too, we love the dog haters on this show.
Yep.
Just for this one segment, though. Just for this one segment.
Wow.
I'll pay somebody $100 to take my dog.
Oh, jeez, man.
Damn,
Like,
you hate that
there's
dog.
people there's people who sell their dogs, and I will pay you to take him.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, he needs a new marketing team because you ain't doing it.
You see that dog's name up on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, wait a second. I heard of you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, these crime sprees that are taking place in the States at high-end stores, it's getting out of hand, man.
Oh, the looting.
Yeah, so
man.
people have hit Louis Vuitton, Nordstrom. We talked earlier this week about a group of people I think they said the youngest was like 15 years old, hit a Home Depot.
Yeah.
Stealing like hammers and crowbars, all sorts of other tools, sledgehammers and stuff, right? So I guess Lululemon in the States in Orange County was hit recently. And one thing that I didn't know that Lulu does is maybe not everywhere, but at this one particular location, maybe they've been hit before, but Orange County, like you wouldn't think, they have tracking devices in, I guess, the tags of the clothing. So police were recently able to track down several women in a vehicle in Orange County after they hit a Lululemon store and recovered $15,000 worth of gear.
So they went in and took 15 grand worth of gear.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I know Lululemon's, it's pricey, but that's still a lot of gear.
$15,000. And these women, when the cops searched the vehicle, they found like an additional $5,000 worth of goods from like other places in and around the area.
I would be the worst looter, man.
Why?
Did you have where's the 34 longs?
asking for sizes. You asking for sizes.
Everything would be, there's no point, right? It would just be a giant waste of my time. I'd get arrested for no reason. I'd get arrested. They bring me to the police station in floods. Like every pair of pants would be like, I would be so embarrassing.
Yeah. I need this hem.
Please, can you let this out a little bit, okay? Before my arraignment.
Y'all still offer that for free? And come back in 2 days.
Just let it out a little. No, man, it's so, like, it's crazy. So what is the plan then? Like, I guess the plan is to resell, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that is
Yeah,
always... That's always the plan, is to just sort of like either eBay it or whatever. I don't even know what you can do. But
I heard about
reselling.
recently, I think, maybe it was Best Buy in the States. We're going to the federal government saying that if any of their product that was stolen ends up online for resale, figure out a way to track the people down to then arrest them. But then you have to prove that the item was stolen.
Right, which, Jesus. What was that story? Some guy got his, I think it was a reporter. I don't remember who it was. And he was living in Toronto, and somebody stole his car and out of his driveway. And they found his car, I think it was in Nova Scotia, on a barge getting ready to go to, like, the Middle East.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like, if somebody steals your car, it's not like they're taking it, like, to
another province or
out to the
wherever.
country or whatever it was.
Wasn't it the Toronto Star's Donovan Bennett?
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
No.
No, Donovan Bennett's
Kevin
from
Donovan.
Sportsnet.
Kevin Donovan.
Donovan Bennett's from Sportsnet. Don't put that on that, man.
Yeah, geez, man.
Don't
Yeah.
start rumors.
Yeah, but they found his car. It was on like a barge, like getting ready to like leave the country.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's like you don't know what happens to this stuff when somebody gets it, right? But $15,000. How many women was it?
It's just at a group.
A group.
Yeah. So I assume like 5 or more.
And it's so easy because the mandate now is to not stop people.
No.
Right? Like
as
you
soon
don't.
as they enter the store, they
you
do what
just-
they do.
You let them do it because nobody wants anybody to get hurt.
Right.
It's just my
There was
God.
one time back in the day. I think I told the story before.
When you were a thief.
No.
Oh.
But I witnessed it happening.
Oh, like a grab? Like a.
Yeah. It wasn't even. It was 2 women.
Yeah.
And it was at a Foot Locker.
Yeah.
And they walked in and they had 2 baby strollers.
No.
One of the strollers did not have a baby in it, but had the blanket covered up as if there was a baby sleeping.
Come on.
So they worked as a pair.
Yeah.
One was talking to an employee to say, hey, can you help me out with these sneakers on this wall?
Right.
While the other one walked over with the stroller to another table, started picking up shirts and stuffing them inside of the stroller.
Right.
And then the thief then walked over to the hat section where I was standing while the other woman asked the employee for help in a different area. Now,
Right.
can you show me these? And then the woman started picking up hats and just sticking them up her shirt. And then when the other woman was like, okay, thanks so much for your help, walked out with her baby stroller with a real baby in it, the thief then turned around and walked out.
You think the baby was in on it?
I'd do anything for my mom.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, I'm just reading that you didn't watch Only Murders in the Building, did you?
I did not. I want to
It's
get
so
to it.
wild. I can't believe you haven't seen that yet.
Disney Plus, Selena Gomez, Martin Short, Steve Martin, I believe.
Yes.
Right?
And Cara Delevingne just joined the cast for season 2. And
really?
Sting is in it as well, if that matters to anybody.
Like in season 2 or in season 1 as well?
Season
really?
1, yeah.
Okay.
Because Sting lives in the actual building where this takes place, right? Like in
So explain the premise
in New York.
again.
Okay,
They're podcasters or something?
So what happens is that Steve Martin plays an actor who was known for playing a TV detective back in like the early 80s.
Oh, God.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Bracco, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Martin Short is a theater producer in New York who has only ever produced bombs.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I like it already.
Okay. And Selena Gomez is sort of, there's a mystery to her, but she is living in this famous New York apartment because her aunt, she's renovating her aunt's place. So she's living there alone.
Okay.
And it turns out neither of these people like each other, but then they all discover that they all listen to the same murder podcast.
Okay.
Right. And it's one of these famous podcasts that everybody's obsessed about, everybody's talking about.
Sure.
And then they bond over this murder podcast that they all love and listen to. And then a murder happens in their building. And they decide, the three of them, to get together and make a podcast trying to solve the murder in their own building.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And at some point, Martin Short believes that it was Sting.
Of course he does.
But it's such a good
I
show.
know. You know what, man? There's just so much TV. Like there's so many shows out there that I want to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm now in a pattern where when Jen and I find a show that we like, we just want to watch that one show. There's zero crossover. We
Right.
can't watch one show, like an episode of one show and then an episode of another and an episode of another and another and another. So we try to stick to one particular show before we move on.
Oh, see, I bounce around. I was watching this thing last night it's on Netflix called 14 Peaks. Did you ever watch that documentary about that climber, the free climber, the guy who climbs mountains with no ropes or safety harnesses or anything like
break
that?
his arm or something?
It's amazing. I think it won like an Academy Award or
Couple
something
years
like
ago.
that.
Yeah.
So there's a documentary on Netflix called 14 Peaks.
Okay.
And there's the 14 highest mountains in the world, right?
Okay.
That are all over 8,000 meters. Okay. And people have done all 14, but I think it took the guy, I think it was 14 or 16 years to do them all.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of training.
And so this documentary is about this dude from Nepal who nobody in the climbing world had ever heard of before.
Okay.
And then rumors started going around that he may be the world's greatest climber of all time. And he set out to build this challenge for himself called Mission Possible. And instead of doing the 14 peaks in like 14 years like this other guy did, he wanted to do all 14 peaks in 6 months.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yeah. And it's amazing. Everything is filmed. It's like, it is one of the most incredible
And he's an
stories.
unknown in that
He
world?
was an unknown in that world. Like, they're interviewing all these like famous climbers, like people who've been on the news and everything else. And they're like, we were hearing about this dude in Nepal who was going to try this thing and nobody believed him. And then he took on one of these first climbs, this guy who's a very well-known climber. And this guy got halfway up and was like, the conditions were so bad. They were like, there was no oxygen, everything else. And this guy was like, we got to go back. And this dude from Nepal looked at him and went, we're not quitting. And then he just kept going, and he brought this guy, world-class climber, up to the top with him, and then they all celebrate on the top. That was one of 14. Wow. Yeah, dude, you got to watch this documentary.
14 climbs?
It's called 14 Peaks.
14 Peaks.
It's called 14 Peaks. It is like, if you're into that sort of what is a human capable of doing, this is one of the greatest examples.
Spoiler alert, 14, like he did them all in 6 months?
Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but would they've made the documentary?
Yeah, I guess.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You see the Home Alone house in Chicago is up on Airbnb for one night only.
How much is it?
$25.
What?
$25.
What? What for?
$25.
That's not right, but is it like
for
some...
4 people? And the
$25?
house- Yeah, $25. You seem skeptical.
Well, no, I just don't understand why it's $25.
They did this recently with the Scream House for Halloween, where it was like $5 a night for 4 nights.
And the Sex in the City apartment.
Okay, so how much is Airbnb paying the home owners in order to do this?
That's the real question.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
Because they're doing all this for promo, obviously.
Okay, I get you. So this isn't the actual owners of that house.
No.
putting
It's part of a whole thing. It's to
I
help
gotcha.
promote the Disney Plus Sweet Home Alone movie.
Sweet Home?
No, Home Sweet
Home Alone.
Alone,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So you get to stream that movie while you stay at the house.
I gotcha. Okay, now it all makes sense.
You get the Home Alone Lego set. It says
Right.
here that it's hosted by Buzz McAllister,
He's
Kev's
in the
older
new
brother,
movie.
because he's in the new
Yeah.
movie. So I don't know if he actually because I checked the Airbnb listing.
Yeah.
All it says is hosted by him. I don't know if he's going to show up
Right.
to greet you, or maybe like what they did with the Scream House. They had like a video greeting for you.
Right.
And at the Sex and the City one, Sarah Jessica Parker was on the laptop.
Oh, gotcha. I gotcha.
And you hit the space bar. And she
Is it
said,
interactive? Like if Buzz is there, does he stand there and let you throw things at his nuts? Like can you get the full Home Alone experience?
There are
like,
they put up some booby traps.
They do?
there are
Yeah?
some booby
Really?
traps. Yeah.
That's so
But now here's
stupid.
the thing. So I've been to this house
Yeah.
when I was in Chicago. If you've seen the movie, there's that driveway in the front. That's gone.
Yeah.
Right? And they've renovated inside.
They put a fence up on the outside.
And they
of it,
put the
too.
fence up on the
Yeah.
outside. So it is the house, but
Yeah.
they've changed it. Now,
I
I
don't know.
remember when I was
Did you-
out front and I took pictures, the owner came out and then looked at us and shook her head and slammed the door.
Wow.
So
Because that doesn't happen often, right?
But I'm looking at the pictures. It looks like the inside of the house, they actually decked it out to look like the actual McAllister home.
Did they
Look at
shoot the
this.
movie inside the house, or they shoot the movie on a set?
No, they shot the movie, the part at the beginning where they're all racing around going to the airport.
Yeah.
The main floor, they did shoot that in the house.
They did, huh?
So look at these pictures.
You can learn all about that on that Netflix
It's
show.
fine, Maury. I don't need to watch a Netflix show about this stupid house from Home Alone.
But look at the pictures. This is like exactly like the dining room is the
Oh,
same.
yeah.
They got the little statue in front of the front steps that everyone keeps knocking over when they drive up to the house.
Now,
Is there-
you are, Maury, the exact person they're looking for
Oh,
this.
I've already entered.
You have. So what is it, a
1,000%.
contest?
Yeah.
How do you enter?
No, you go to the Airbnb web. Like you can apply to you like
Because
you
it says
you
bookings
ask-
don't start till next week.
No, but there's like a wait list or something like that that you can go on.
Oh, okay.
Now they also serve you mac and cheese, just like he tried to
do.
eat, but then the clock struck 9 and he didn't get
Gotcha.
to eat the meal.
Gotcha. I thought you're an expert on Home Alone, Maury.
Are you
It's such
kidding
a
me? This is like
wild-
the
What are
greatest
the fun
thing
facts?
ever.
Yeah. Forget about this. What are the fun facts you have about Home Alone?
Oh, okay. So if you want to know about the fun fact, so there's that scene where the house across the street was flooding. They filmed that in the school there in the pool, so that they built it suspended. The house was suspended over the
Yeah,
pool, so all the
yeah.
water goes into the pool.
Oh.
And that house is actually across the street of this house. So you're staying in this house, you can see that. This is the greatest thing ever.
$25 though
Yeah.
is what it is, and I guess you can
And
go
you got
on
like
Airbnb.
6 friends. We should all go, Shem.
Wow.
No, it says four people.
Four
Oh,
people.
okay. So that's
Yeah.
4 people in the room.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not. First of all, I'm not going to Chicago to have a sleepover with you,
Yeah.
Maury. Away, like
I know we could do that here.
3,000 miles away from your husband.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Damnit Maurie, better hope that this new law, this regulation that went into effect in the States this week does not happen here in Canada.
Oh.
The new regulation that went into effect in the U.S. lets debt collectors reach out to people. What? What'd I miss?
Nothing. Never mind.
Did I miss something?
No.
Did I say something?
You said a law that went in.
What did I say?
You said that Maury's going to be worried about a law that went into effect in the States,
Yeah.
and you better hope that it doesn't happen up here.
Yeah.
And I looked at Maury, and Maury mouthed the words, "What law?" And then he went like this.
Oh, grow up, man.
Yeah, they haven't banned that yet, Maury. Don't worry.
No, this law that went into effect would allow debt collectors to reach out to people through their social media accounts.
Like DM you.
Yes.
Oh my
Slide
God.
into the DMs. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So what they have to do though is disclose right away. They can't troll you into a conversation and then say, by the way, I'm a debt collector. They have to say right away
Right. Okay.
who they are.
They can't catfish you.
No,
right?
they have to say who they are, what the
Yeah.
intention is, what the information is that they have for you,
Right.
and that you need to contact or you need to pay or on behalf of this company that you owe X amount of money to.
You're not actually accidentally going to wind up on a date with somebody, and when the bill comes, it's going to be $42,000 for dinner, right?
Right. No, no. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that.
Interesting.
So they have to disclose
There
right
has
away.
to be rules on how to reach somebody. You can't just DM me. Like, that doesn't make any sense. There has to be a fine line. If I owe you money, sure. Like,
You
pick
gonna
up
say
the
a frying?
No,
Yeah.
fine line.
But what are the rules for owing people money, though?
No, but like you reach out to me via mail. You send me like a final notice or whatever.
Yeah,
like
but what's
you've
your
done.
tactic when you get a bill?
There's a stack on the desk.
Yeah. Right.
When the new ones come in, they go to the bottom.
Right.
Right. And we start at the top with the older ones.
Right.
And then when you get to the bottom ones, you're like, I'm sorry, there's nothing left.
They're always on the bottom, is what you're saying, right?
And that's
always
why,
a bottom.
That's why they are reaching out via DM.
So they have to disclose right out of the gate. So they have to say, hey, Mocha,
I work for
Equifax.
Equifax.
Right.
On behalf of.
Right.
You owe.
Now, okay, but sure. Somebody DM doesn't mean I have to reply.
No, but here's the thing, though. So they have to disclose who they are,
Yeah.
what it is they want.
Yeah.
And then at that point, this is in the States. I don't know if it's going to change up here, if it ever happens here. You then have the option to opt out of them being able to DM you. Which
Absolutely.
100% of people are going to be like, yeah, no, don't contact me here no more.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And they know, like, you can't use you can always say, like, your first excuse when you owe somebody money and they come after you is, I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get a notice, right? They're going to have a screen grab of when it says seen.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
The next
Good
step
luck.
they're going to get probably is they'll be able to shut down your Instagram until you pay.
No, well, they can't do that.
They won't be
That'll
able to
never
do
be
that.
allowed.
Like if they can go into your DM, maybe
Maury's
they make
really
some sort
worried now.
I know.
Now the guy's
I know.
worried.
What if they take all my pants? What's next? What's next?
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Welcome to Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. What is on your mind today, Juan?
I just want to be a supportive dad to my son's rap career, and
Wow.
I've done all I could for him.
Okay, so you wrote us this one. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. Love the show and hope it stays forever. Thank you. My son is a rapper. His name is Clever, which is capital C, capital L, 3VR. He works at a grocery store. Not so clever. He works so hard on his raps and songs, he even masters and produces them himself. I'm trying so hard to be a supportive father, but know how hard it is and particularly impossible it can be to break into the music business. How can I just be a supportive dad and keep him interested in his dreams? I simply wanted to at least show him that I'm interested in his goals.
So is your struggle right now, Juan, with how else you could support his career and his dreams, or how to continue doing that but not thinking that his music is good? Like, do you think his music is good?
I think it's good. That's the only rap I listen to.
Okay. Before we go any further, can we play a little bit of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
cool.
2 clips here from your son, Clever.
Does he know we're doing this, by the way?
Oh, he's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sticks to stone, AK-48 rubbing in. No Glock, soda click harder than James. Running the start of a game. Crack open my shell, I'm still hardening. Pop my bottles, nah, I won't have a taste. Sipping heavy on, fresh up on another wave. No chain, so I'm lighter than a featherweight. But when I rock it, it's gonna shake the scale up. Flashback, 1816. Where the nights are feeling.
Hold on, so he's talking about drinking and shooting guns? Does he do that in real life?
Maybe on the video games.
Okay.
Oh. All right.
So he's what we would have called back in the day frontin'.
Yeah.
Right?
I have another song.
Oh, okay.
This one's called Turbulence.
Okay.
Like a lighter, smoked out dreams, yeah, my thoughts about to light up. Statue of Liberty grip on the game is tighter enough to crush a fighter, grappler or a sire. On my Jaden Smith, but I'm whiter. Willpower by all means stronger than fire. All these washed up rappers getting tired. Borderline close to the shoreline of expired. Like a reindeer hunt, yeah, you're fired. From the rap game, I don't know who hired.
All right.
Okay. I don't have a whole lot of opinions on the actual quality of it because I'm not a rap expert. Okay, but I will say this: that when people succeed and you have a dream and everything else, you can really, really work towards it, right? But you need two things: you need incredible talent, or you need incredible opportunity. And otherwise, you're going to spin your wheels and you're wasting your time. And oftentimes when it comes to incredible talent, where there have been plenty of people who are superstars that did what your kid did, and that is sat in their room and recorded something. And the first time somebody heard it, they were blown away because there is an incredible, distinct, noticeable talent that interests you right away. The other way to sort of do this is to get opportunity, which is maybe you know somebody or he knows somebody that really likes him and they think that they can market him the right way and they could turn this kid into a star. Okay, those are really the only two ways. And then you still have to work for it, and you got to work really, really hard for it. But if you're not good, okay, working hard isn't going to get you anywhere, right? So, and I'm not saying your kid's not good, but what I'm saying is that if he wants to, it's not just about sitting there and recording and putting the work in if you're not at the level that is going to bring you success regardless of the hard work you put into it. So I think with you and wanting to be an encouraging dad is to encourage him to get better as opposed to work harder.
See, I just want to retire.
Oh,
so what? Your boy's also your ticket out of middle class.
Oh no!
Is that what you're saying?
Juan, in it for himself.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think, Mocha?
You want your kid just to be Drake all of a sudden?
Yeah.
And
I want to be Drake's dad. Yeah.
But listen, we can go back and play early Post Malone stuff, right? It's very, very rough. It's very rough. But even early Post Malone stuff, you could tell, even when he was singing about dumb things, that there was something different about that kid. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think based on the two songs that we played, the first one, it's called FB 1816, did not like at all. The Turbulent song, the second one that we heard, I like the production. I think his rapping on it is a little bit better. I think he needs more work, though. Like, he's okay right now. He's not where he...
Well, yeah.
Where he could be, right?
He knows everything, right?
Of course he does.
He knows everything, so...
That's just my opinion. Now, the other thing is, like, I don't know what his, determination with making connections is right now. Like, he needs to like start talking to maybe other people who are, like just getting into the game and like working with labels or starting to get know people at labels or figure out how to blow up his SoundCloud or figure out how to blow up his TikTok or anything like that, right? Like meeting other people who are kind of like doing the same thing so they all can kind of come up together, or having somebody of influence at a place like a label that could kind of like mentor and give him a little bit more direction.
Okay.
I think the other important thing here, Juan, is that your son face reality. Let's say this doesn't work out. He needs to have a backup plan. What else is he going to do with his life if the rap thing doesn't work for him?
Yes, he doesn't really have anything else.
Yeah,
he works out nothing else.
Yeah, how old is he? How old is he?
22.
22. He's got to find something.
Yeah.
He's got to find something.
Same with you, man. Trying to like have him blow up so he can support your ass.
Yeah.
Come on, Juan. Stop being lazy. Have a backup plan. Get a job, bro. Let me guess. You're sitting in the truck right now outside of work, like dreading to go in.
The car, yeah.
Yeah, see, I knew it. You lazy son of a...
Yeah.
Come on, Juan.
Yeah.
Cold outside.
You got it. Following your dreams is everything else. But, the tough thing for a parent, and who are you to judge? What the hell do you know about rap? But you can follow all the dreams you want. But if you're not talented, it's not going to happen for you.
Yeah.
All right, Juan. There you go. Thanks for hanging out today.
Thanks, guys. Ciao.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
So Fallon's got a new show called That's My Jam.
Okay.
And I guess it's like a sing-off contest or something like that. I don't know what it is. What's the premise of the show? Does anybody know?
It's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah? I got to look it up. But the clip they released is Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande. I can't imagine he's going to be able to sustain that level of talent on the show. But
so wait, they got a battle?
So, yeah. And the way that this is, what you're going to hear is it's going to go Kelly Clarkson, then Ariana Grande, then Kelly Clarkson, then Ariana Grande, then Kelly Clarkson, then Ariana Grande. And what they're doing is like cover songs, but I guess they have to do them in the sort of version of the way they were originally sung. Like they have to try and sound as much like the original singers as you can. And Kelly Clarkson starts it off, and it's just, you'll hear it. It's all strung together, but just keep in mind that it goes back and forth, back and forth. And Kelly Clarkson starts it off doing Alanis Morissette. And when I first listened to this, I thought it was Alanis Morissette.
Braxton. Still sounds like Kelly Clarkson though, right? That one.
Yeah.
Right. That one you still sound like Kelly, like Ariana Grande a little bit.
Yeah.
So is it celebrities?
So the new
every
series.
episode?
Yeah. So the new
Okay.
series. It's an hour-long music and comedy variety show that they say draws inspiration from the Tonight Show's games. Each episode features two teams of two celebrities competing for a charity of their choice. In a series of music, dance, and trivia-based games. So I guess they took all of like Fallon's games and they turned it into a show. We should do that on this show. We should do a TV show with all our games once a week.
Bro, come on.
I think it would be great.
With all of our games?
Yeah, like you just shake it up. Like,
not Snap though. I hate that game.
well, yeah. Well, listen, it's a crowd pleaser, right? It's a crowd pleaser. But yeah. So that is. Was it on tonight? Yeah. It's called That's My Jam. That's
so tonight is with Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Two great singers, by the way.
Bro.
I'm into it.
Yeah, sure.
But again,
why
like
not?
you need names, you need celebrities,
you do.
In order to keep people's attention.
Yeah.
Right? Like
yeah.
you would get attention from Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande.
Which you can do on a once-a-week show, right? I think you can do that. I think they can sustain it. But you're going to have to keep going back to Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande because you just, like, you need singers, right? Like, you need people who can actually sing and perform and sort of do other voices and all this stuff. There's not too many of them, right? Like, Billie Eilish ain't going to do the show. I mean, and if she does, it's going to sound like that's it's all coming, right? It's going to, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
like she's
for
not,
sure. She doesn't have that range that somebody like Ariana Grande would have.
No, but no. So there you go. It's That's My Jam on tonight.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's vented moments have taken off like crazy. We have somebody on hold right now who we're going to get to in a second.
Okay.
This is a person who's very upset and has some things to get off of his chest.
Okay.
Roz and Mocha's vented moments, if you haven't heard.
Yeah, so this is your opportunity, I guess, to just come on the show, use our show, our platform, and you'll get a huge audience to just get something off your chest. If you just have something in your life, it can be petty and personal. It could be about family. You don't even have to give your name. You want to vent. This is the place to do it.
And, of course, Roz and Mocha's Vented Moments, working title, trademark, by the way. It's become such a regular thing, I figured we needed an intro for it. So I have two options for you, okay?
No.
Ready? And you have to pick one.
I don't like the name.
Well, I already got the intro made.
No.
Option number one sounds like this.
Roz and Mocha's Vented Moments!
Get it off your chest.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Or there's this one.
Calm down. Time to get it off your chest right now. Maybe you should talk about your problems. Roz and Mocha's Vented Moments.
Jesus Christ. They're both very aggressive.
Yeah.
There's no jazz remix at all?
No.
We went straight to metal, huh?
It's not Roz and Mocha's calm down moments.
Okay. Hit me number one again.
Roz and Mocha's Vented Moments!
Get it off your chest.
I mean,
that one's my favorite.
I think that one's probably my favorite.
I'll play you number 2 again.
Okay.
Calm down. Time to get it off your chest right now. Maybe you should talk about your problems. Roz and Mocha better moments.
Actually, I like that too. So you know what? We'll keep both.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Roz and Mocha's Vintage Moments. Get it off your chest.
Fabian, longtime fan of the Roz and Mocha Show. Fabian, biggest weed head we know. Does your vented moment, I know we're not allowed to ask questions, or we're not supposed to, but does it
you ask
involve...
whatever you want with me, guys.
We can
I
help
don't
you
care.
along. We can help you along. We just can't judge.
Does this story take place in and around the wheelhouse of weed?
No.
Okay,
Actually,
good.
it doesn't.
All right. Okay,
Not
so
this time.
Fabian, you've been calling into the show, man, for years. Huge fan. We love you lots. The show and the platform and the audience is yours to get anything off your chest and vent in any way you see appropriate.
Oh, amazing. So, you guys, everybody knows I'm in the trades, right?
Yeah, you're a plumber.
So, absolutely, hands down, pants down. So I'm a plumber for 16 years. I've been in this trade for 16 years, man. I see now and I understand it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Okay.
That's the only way to succeed, it seems like. And I'm getting really cheesed with it, that people in this industry, they get around doing nothing all day, get paid for it 8 hours, and succeed and have a job. And then here I am to kill myself every day, work overtime hours, work on the weekends, and my work doesn't get unseen. Like nobody sees it. It's getting really frustrating and depressing. I want to quit my job. That's how bad it's getting.
So when you say it's who you know, who do you have to know?
Somebody that's important. For instance, an example. If you're a son of a son that is like high in a company, you'll have a job for life. You know what I mean?
So you want bigger, are you wanting bigger jobs or more consistent work?
I want to be stable. That's what it is. I just want a little bit more stability in my life, and I would like to know that my work pays off. You know what I mean? Where other people, they could just do nothing all day, and they're like the best plumbers of the world.
Now, I can't remember. Are you independent now or you work for a company?
No, I work for a company. I do side jobs, though.
Gotcha.
See, I got a lot of advice, but that ain't this segment.
You know what?
Yeah.
We'll allow it.
No. Fabian, you want to be on FML, you write us a letter.
Old school.
Okay? Like everybody else does. Okay? Like everybody else does.
Hey, sounds good. I'll write whatever I got to write to get back on the show.
You see this a lot, Fabian, and I don't think you're alone in feeling like you're spinning your wheels and working your feet to the bone. And it means nothing just simply because of connections and favoritism and legacy, correct?
100%.
Yeah, man. I hear you.
It's just gross. It's gross.
It's gross. I agree.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother.
Fabian, we love
you guys
you,
are
dog.
awesome, man.
Thank you very much
I love you guys more, man. Thank you.
for checking in. Be good. Be safe.
Yeah, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
These flash mobs that are taking place in the States are getting out of hand, man. So there was that story leading up to Black Friday.
Can we not call it a flash mob? Because flash mobs are like people who get together and dance, right?
Which is why
these are
every
thieves.
single time I hear on the news, I'm saying it because I hear it so much
Yeah.
now in the news the past week and a half. They
Yes.
keep saying flash mob. And I think, a group of people got together in the mall, started dancing.
Yeah,
That's great.
but flash mobs are already a thing. You can't start naming something else that's something that's already a thing.
So last week in LA, a bunch of folks stormed Nordstrom.
Yeah, man.
Attacked a security guard and then took $25 grand worth of luxury items.
It was 80 people.
Mm-hmm. Including they were saying designer purses and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So on
I think go ahead.
on Friday night. No, what were you gonna say?
No, I think it was 6 people that cleaned out. They got away with $1 million worth of merchandise from Louis Vuitton, I think.
I saw footage of a group of people running out they had just stolen a bunch of stuff from Target.
Yeah.
One guy had then been surrounded by 6 or 7 other people who then beat him up and took
his stuff,
the stuff that he looted from Target.
God.
They eluded the looter. So on Friday night in LA, a Home Depot was targeted.
What are you getting, wood?
Right? So listen to this. According to the LA Police Department, a group of approximately 8 masked men entered this Home Depot at 7:45 p.m.
Like what, goo gone? What do you need?
And started taking stuff. Now, employees of the store said it was way more than what the police are saying. It wasn't
really
8 people. The employees are saying it was like 20 people, young men, ages approximately 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Here's what one of the employees at the news talk to said happened.
I saw like 18 to like 22, 23 people. They all enter the store together, and they grabbed the sledgehammers, the crowbars, and then they grabbed hammers. And then after, they were walking to the front end, and they had the gates closed, and they said that they had the sledgehammers ready to hit people who were trying to stop them.
Jeez.
And the footage, they actually have like the security footage, would look scary as hell.
Jesus.
So I don't know what's going on down there in the States.
It's a new thing, man.
But it seems like the more and more these news stories are coming out, the more and more of these robberies are taking place. Like they're just like planning however they plan. I assume social, right? A lot of this stuff, that's where it starts. It starts on Facebook.
I saw one guy try and get, I guess he went in and tried to lift like a 60-inch television and showed up to do it in like a Yaris. And he couldn't get it. He couldn't get it in the back seat.
Yeah, of course
so
not.
he had to leave it on the sidewalk.
Oh, no. What a fail.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
And pull yourself up a chair.
That's Cherry.
Let the fun begin. It's time to let down your hair. TV's too unexciting. Those men have been invited. The wacky.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Jeez, man. Pee-wee's Playhouse. I don't even know if people remember what Pee-wee's Playhouse was. Because you can find Pee-wee movies on Netflix and stuff.
Sure.
But not the original show, right?
You have to go to YouTube for this.
Yeah, Pee-wee's Playhouse was bonkers, but Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Big Top Pee-wee, and then I love that new Pee-wee. I think was it Pee-wee's Holiday? No, where he finds out that Joe Manganiello is his brother. Spoiler alert.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's so great. I love Pee Wee Herman. I've always loved Pee Wee Herman.
So a radio station in Santa Monica, California, gave Pee Wee time on their station to do a radio show.
Oh.
So I have some clips from the actual show.
Like, is it Pee Wee's Playhouse on the radio, or is it like
basically?
Really?
Like he's
huh?
introducing songs and stuff, and some of these voices that you hear during the intro of his original show, or some of the voices from the actual show, like the robot, the chair, the clock, all that. Cherry. They all make appearances on this radio hour that Pee Wee Herman did.
I listened to the whole hour.
Yeah,
it
how
was
was that?
one of the coolest things ever. I loved it. And what I loved most is he didn't play the whole song. So halfway through, he would fade it out and be like, all right, I'm bored of that.
I saw Pee Wee Herman do Pee Wee's Playhouse live on stage.
Like the actual Pee Wee?
Yeah, where he recreated the entire set. And
that's right. I forgot he did that a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was awesome.
How was it?
So
It was
much,
good?
Yeah, it was so much fun. So much
So
fun.
this is Pee Wee Herman on the radio in California. This is how the show starts, by the way.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Pee Wee Herman. Welcome to my radio show. Are you listening? Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? I'm so excited to be living out my dream of becoming a disc jockey. I must confess to you personally, as my very close friends, I was worried I'd be too big since jockeys are so short and records are even smaller than horses. Imagine my relief when I found out the disc jockeys don't actually ride the records. They just play them. Who knew? Certainly not me. This is my very first show, and you are my very first listeners. You're so lucky. I'm going to play you some of my all-time favorite songs at this time. Here's the first one. La, 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 la,
Pee Wee Herman is so funny, man. I've always loved Pee Wee Herman. And Paul Rubens, like, what a story. Like, this guy got railroaded. Like, you look at cancel culture now, and I know that everything that is sort of old is new again and all this other stuff. But he lost everything.
In an instant.
In an instant. And he was doing nothing. The stuff he was doing alone, and he still lost everything. He was in a movie theater, certain kind of movie theater, and he got busted doing certain things alone. Alone!
That's all over the news.
And he lost everything. They turned him into a devil.
Career was over. This is Pee Wee Herman on the radio. This radio station in California gave him an hour. And Miss Cherry was there. Magic Screen was there. Miss Yvonne was there.
Hey, Pee-wee, what's today's secret word?
I don't know, Cherry. Let's ask Conky.
Conky 3000. Ready to assist you, Pee-wee.
Hey, Conky, what's today's secret word? Today's secret word is microphone. Now, you all remember what to do whenever anyone says a secret word, right? That's right. For the rest of the day, whenever anyone says a secret word, scream real loud. Ready? Let's try it. Cherry, what's this thing I'm talking into?
You mean the microphone?
So crazy.
So that was basically what you got for an entire hour from Pee Wee Herman. Now, they said it was like a one and done. They just gave him the hour this one time.
Yeah.
I guess maybe depending on what the reaction was like afterwards, maybe they'll invite him back to do another show.
It's interesting because when he did that movie on Netflix, there was a fantastic article, the one with Joe Manganiello, where because when you watch it, Pee Wee still looks like Pee Wee from back in the day. And they talked about how much of the movie's budget went into the de-aging process of Paul Rubens, who plays Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, because when you look at Pee Wee in that movie, there's no wrinkles. There's no anything. Like, he still looks like Pee Wee from all those years ago. And they put him through the same system that they do like Star Wars with to de-age Pee Wee Herman, but it was still him doing it. Yeah.
Wow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, have you watched Selling Sunset at all? No, because
Did you watch all of it?
No. I watched. It's so funny. I watched like the first season, I guess, and then I got it. I never really went back to it. But this season that dropped on Netflix, like everybody's talking about it. So Simu Liu does a couple episodes before Shang-Chi was released. So they managed to get him, and I guess he's like going out looking for it. I think they showed him like a $9 million house or something like that. Crazy.
Too much.
But I guess Jesse Tyler Ferguson shows up as well. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Mitch from Modern Family.
Yeah.
Right? And
he's in the market for a new place?
No, he shows up at somebody's baby shower, I think. And then so Jesse Tyler Ferguson shows up at Christine Quinn's baby shower.
Okay.
And people on Twitter were like, I guess not kind for some weird reason. I don't know what Jesse Tyler Ferguson ever did to anybody. But so one person tweeted, Jesse Tyler Ferguson made an appearance at Christine's baby shower. He's either doing poorly post-Modern Family or he was just hella bored post-pandemic and craved any social interaction.
Wow.
And then Jesse Tyler Ferguson wrote, just did a quick search of my name on Twitter and I'm LOLing at the unanimous confusion about this. I'm doing great and staying busy post-Modern Family, but thank you for checking in on me.
Wait, so he wasn't invited? He just...
No, he was, but he was invited. But people are like, wow, how you've fallen. You went from Modern Family to now doing cameos at people's baby showers on
but if he was
reality
invited as
shows.
A friend,
I don't know. People are weird, man. Right?
It's such an odd thing.
It's such an odd thing. But
on the guy for it.
Is that more weird than doing a quick search of your own name? Because I imagine he did a quick search of his own name because he knew the episode was on and just wanted to see what people were saying about him, right? As opposed to somebody who sits around searching their own name. which
I don't know. I feel like a lot of celebrities, out of curiosity, will do that.
Not
We'll
a
go,
hashtag, not an
No.
at, just literally your own
First
name,
name,
right?
space, second
Yes.
name, just to see
How
what
often
people
do
are
you do
saying.
that, more? Every day? Every day?
No, you don't. Are you
Every-
serious?
I wonder if...
I bet you nothing shows up.
No,
Let me
I
see.
know. I
Did you search Damnit Maurie?
But when I search Maury, there's like a clothing store in LA.
No,
hold
no,
on
no,
here,
no.
hold
You're
on
not
here.
doing the right
No, 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 no,
searches.
no. I'm asking if you search yourself.
Of course I do.
Okay.
Damn it.
Hold on. Oh, I just did Famit.
Oh, what comes up for that?
Nothing.
Damn it, Maury.
Anything come up? I bet you it's all Maury talking about. It's just all Maury posts. Maury's the only one talking about Maury.
Oh.
Hey, Maury, I saw you got a new waffle maker.
It's the tiniest little cutest thing.
Yeah. It's just your food pictures when you search you. You and your new waffles. How was it? Good?
It was fantastic. I made rose water waffles. It was wonderful.
Right.
Rose water?
Rose water waffles.
I don't know what that even means, man. I don't even. How do you make a rose water waffle?
You add 2 tablespoons of rose water to your batter.
Where do you get rose water?
I got it at Rabba.
You buy rose water? How much you pay for rose water?
It was $3.99.
For how much?
Like a pop bottle of rose water.
What else do you do with it?
That's it.
You just put in pancakes?
Yeah.
And they get a big giant vat of rose water in your fridge?
Yeah, for the next time I make the waffles.
Oh my God.
How many times you making waffles?
I know.
I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. That
Why?
was a lot of work.
Why? Oh.
Well, because it oozes out the sides.
Really? Yeah.
And the flour everywhere. It was no.
What?
I don't know. Anyway, so I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, bitch. Anyway, Jesse Tyler Ferguson Googling himself.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Hey, so at the Grammys, listen to this story. So the New York Times reported that the day before the Grammy nominations came out, they had an embargoed list of who the nominees were. And in the big 4 categories, there was still 8 nominees in each. And it was a last-minute decision to add 2 more nominees to each category, bringing them up to 10, because that was a big story from the Grammy nominations, is that the big categories now have 10 nominees and not 8 nominees. So according to the New York Times, Kanye West and Taylor Swift were 2 of the artists that were not originally part of the 8 nominees.
They were added last?
In their categories. According to behind-the-scenes intel obtained by the Times, the Recording Academy settled upon its decision to expand the categories to 10 the day before Tuesday's nominations. Kanye West and Taylor Swift joined the Album of the Year shortlist for Donda and Evermore. Record of the Year. So here's the other people that made it only because it was extended to 10. I think this is going to surprise you.
Did they give a reason why? Just cause.
Listen, I think that the more names you can put, the better it is for the Academy, right?
Sure.
Listen, it's a bigger.
Sounds like a sexy show.
It's a bigger headline when Taylor Swift and Kanye West are nominated together for Album of the Year because of their history, so on and so forth. Okay, so here we go. Also added at the last second for Record of the Year, Lil Nas X for Montero.
What?
Yes. As well as that nomination that ABBA got, as well as Doja Cat, as well as SZA, as well as Brandi Carlile.
But all these artists had like mega years.
These were all people who
and they were
were
last minute additions?
These were all people who were not originally included in the original 8.
Wow.
The New York Times determined that the 2 latecomers in each category, after obtaining, quote, a final nomination list the day before their decision. The Recording Academy CEO, Harvey Mason Jr., told Variety that they added the extra 2 for each categories in a way of showcasing the efforts of more artists than usual. So it may just be that they looked at these 8 and was like, if we don't do Lil Nas X, we don't do Taylor Swift, we don't do Kanye West, and we don't do maybe Brandi Carlile even, right? We're dead.
Yeah. Because all those artists, newsmakers, and big years musically.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but what does that say about their chances of winning, though?
Oh, well.
Right?
You're up against 9 other people.
Yeah, but now, if they didn't make the original list, you think Taylor Swift has a shot of winning? because it's their
At least
peers that put the list together.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if the peers don't think it
was the
hot
Academy
enough,
that added the extra 2. So big news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
When asked about the upcoming sequel for Dune, Zendaya said this, quote, well, I can be there for longer, which is cool, because one of the criticisms that people had of Dune was that she was heavily used in the marketing of this movie, in the trailers.
She was
on the carpets.
all over the trailer.
Yeah, and I think she's in the movie I think it's under 10 minutes. And this movie's like a 3-hour movie.
Like a blip.
Yeah, like she is like tiny part in the movie.
So she is in the sequel.
So now that they announced that they're doing a sequel, she continued. She goes, I want to grow with the characters I play and with the people, and I get to learn from anybody who has read the books knows there's so much more to explore and deal with. Because that was it was like supposed to be what you thought was like Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya, like it was their sort of like story, and she was like, she's in the movie for like 5 minutes, and it's like a 3-hour movie.
So spoiler alert, she lives.
Yeah, she lives.
Oh,
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, but that was the sort of big criticism for fans, not of the
Yeah.
movie, but of fans of Zendaya, because, I think she's dynamite. I think Zendaya is the best actor of her generation.
You know which movie, and this was on Netflix like a while ago, which movie I loved her in?
Which was?
Was the Malcolm and Marie. It was a black and white movie on Netflix.
I didn't see that. I didn't watch that.
It was
that was the
her-
COVID movie.
Yeah, it was her and, oh my God, what's Denzel Washington's kid's name again? Great actor.
Denzel Washington Jr.
John David?
John David Washington.
Yeah, John David
Yes,
Washington.
thank
It was
you.
It was just the two of them.
You like that, huh?
In the movie.
See, I saw the
liked
trailer.
it.
I wasn't into it.
No,
and I love Zendaya.
It's really well done.
Yeah?
And she does such a good job.
Really?
in that
Maybe
movie.
I'll go back and watch that now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh my God. So the Quebec maple syrup producers, which is a sort of government sanctioned agency, I guess, accounting for I didn't know this. So Quebec maple syrup accounts for 70% of the world's maple syrup production.
Of the world?
Of the world. Ooh. So they just announced that now they're going to have to start draining of upwards of 50 million pounds of syrup from their reserves.
They got a reserve?
Dude, they have a huge reserve. A huge reserve.
What, in case of like
in case of emergencies? In case of emergencies.
They got emergency
and
syrup?
the emergency is here.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. So as the global the economy deals with the supply crisis, that's a huge part.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with the pandemic. They're also saying that the weather that we've had over the last couple of years has yielded poor numbers when it came to harvesting or producing the maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have to go into their reserves so the world doesn't go into a tailspin where there's no maple syrup, especially in the States, because the States is Quebec's number one sort of client, their number one buyer when it comes to their maple syrup. Yeah.
They need us now.
They need us. Yeah, but they're draining
So they get
50 million pounds of maple syrup. It's like the gas reserves. Last week, Biden went into their gas reserves.
Yeah. Right?
And everybody's like, you looked at the number of the gas reserves? Find that number for me, Shem. Find out how much the gas reserves Biden released last week. So, because gas prices are crazy. And everybody was like, Joe Biden, do something about the gas. Like, cut the gas or cut this or whatever it is. How much? What's that?
50 million barrels.
50 million barrels, right? So that sounds like a lot of gas, right? 50 million barrels of gas. You know what that works out to? 2 days worth of gas in America.
That's it?
That's it.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks. That's
Wait,
2 days worth of gas.
With this maple syrup then, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean the price of maple syrup over the next year, let's say, is going to jump?
It could. They haven't had to do this since 2008. But the reserve is there to make sure that they will always be able to supply the world with maple syrup.
Yo, it's like a collector's item.
Right? I don't even like it.
But now you want.
I sort of do.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Over the weekend, Matthew McConaughey. So if you looked at the sort of trending polls that had been done as to whether Matthew McConaughey would have a shot at winning if he ran for the governorship of Texas. Matthew McConaughey was polling very high, but also he's famous, right?
Sure.
Like, it's not like,
Because he's Matthew McConaughey,
He's
the
Matthew
movie
McConaughey,
star, not
yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, the politician.
But he really leaned into, service. And if you do want to run, you have to be willing, you have to love public service. And Matthew McConaughey, Donald Trump hated public service, right? He just wanted to be president. He wanted to be the boss. Matthew McConaughey, I truly believe, does love public service, but he made an announcement over the weekend as to whether definitively he was, in fact, going to run for governor of Texas.
Listen, over the past 2 years, I've been working on the answer to the question of how I can be most useful in this life going forward. It never occurred to me that I would one day be considered for political leadership. It's a humbling and inspiring path to ponder. It is also a path that I'm choosing not to take at this moment. What am I going to do? I'm going to continue to work and invest the bounty I have by supporting entrepreneurs, businesses, and foundations that I believe are leaders, establishments that I believe are creating pathways for people to succeed in life, organizations that have a mission to serve and build trust while also generating prosperity. That's the American dream.
Not at this moment, is what he said.
But what he's saying here, he will make far more of an impact on the community, on the nation, than he would if he were to become governor.
Depends on whether we're going to be president or not.
Yeah.
Matthew, here's the problem, right? Is that when you are somebody like Matthew McConaughey, where people generally love the guy, like not a lot of people saying bad things about Matthew McConaughey. He's kind of an all right dude. But does Matthew McConaughey want to put himself into the middle of an abortion debate? Does Matthew McConaughey want to put himself in the middle of mask mandates? Does Matthew McConaughey want to put himself in the middle of border patrol? Does Matthew McConaughey want to put himself in the middle of any of that? The answer is no.
I think he's more on the side of he wants to help people.
Sure, but listen, you gotta be able to. You have to be comfortable with people hating you if you want to be governor or senator or president or whatever it is. And I don't know. This is why all those years ago when it was talked that Oprah should run and all this stuff, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You can't. She does not want to be hated. Matthew McConaughey does not want to be hated, and that's what you're doing. And you're right. He is more powerful not being governor of Texas.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of a no-brainer, but would have been cool to watch him. I didn't want Matthew McConaughey to be governor. I just wanted to watch Matthew McConaughey campaign to try and win governor. I wanted to see him at like rallies.
What a show that would have been!
Yes, right? Yeah, it would have been dynamite.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh my God! So nearly 3 years later, remember the Jussie Smollett story? Where he said that he left a Subway sandwich shop and then got like lynched by these two guys that put a noose around his neck.
And it turned out it was all like planned.
It's MAGA country and all this stuff. So his trial starts today.
What?
So he was charged with felony disorderly conduct after law enforcement and prosecutors said that he lied about the whole thing about the
what
attack.
About all the court stuff that happened like in and around that time that the story came out? Or nothing happened?
No, so that was about filing a false police report, I believe.
Oh, wow. So this is like the actual trial for that?
So this is the trial for that. So it's jury selection starts today. If convicted, I think it's like max 3 years, but he'll never see it. It'll be community service and time served or whatever it is, and he's gonna have to clean up trash on the side of the highway.
Pay a fine, couple fines.
But it was the two brothers, the two Nigerian
those like bodybuilders.
Bodybuilders, that were like training him. They were his trainers. I guess he wrote them a check for $3,500. And that's the sort of key piece of evidence. And also he had a dress rehearsal with him, apparently.
Oh, my God.
They're going to testify.
But they snitched on him right away, didn't they?
Yeah. But they didn't want to be involved, right?
No.
They were like, we thought we were helping you out. But I guess, and then they said that he wanted to do it to help out his career and all of this other stuff. And he took him to the spot and was like, okay, there's the camera. Like it was like a television show. He's like, there's the camera. I need you to turn this way. And he drove them to the spot the night
Come on, Jesse.
and they had the white like face paint on and the MAGA hats and everything else. So anyway, so that starts today. $3,500 is what they claim he paid him. You remember when Jerry Springer was he the mayor of Cincinnati, and he got popped because he paid a prostitute with a personal check.
No, he didn't.
That's how he got popped. Yeah, I think it was Jerry. Yeah, it was Jerry Springer, who I believe he was the mayor of Cincinnati, and there was a big scandal back in the day because he got caught with a sex worker. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but they caught him because he paid her with a personal check.
Did he sign the bottom? Jerry.
And then his career exploded.
Yeah. Jerry.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Will Ferrell and Adam McKay had a long run of fantastic films. Anchorman, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, Daddy's Home, which is still one of my favorite films of all time.
Classic, yeah. Man, they make dynamite together.
Get Hard, The Campaign, but they also did Holmes and Watson. So we'll just.
I never watched that. Did you watch that one?
No, it wasn't good. But they haven't talked since 2019.
Oh, why?
And
they are falling out?
They are not friends, and they will likely never work together again. And and this sort of breaks my heart now because I was hoping for like another Daddy's Home or another whatever that they would all kind of get back together. So
another Talladega Nights.
Yeah, another Talladega Nights, right? Step Brothers too. I don't even think that...
So much room for activities.
Bro, so here's what happened. So Adam McKay was building a drama for HBO about the Lakers in the 1980s. And Will really wanted to play Lakers owner Jerry Buss.
Okay.
But Adam McKay gave the part to John C. Reilly.
Oh, really?
And didn't tell Will Ferrell. So he says, I should have called Will and I didn't. John C. Reilly did, of course, because he's a really stand-up guy. He goes on to say, Will basically was like, have a good life.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, Ferrell's never going to talk to me again. So it didn't end well. And he goes on to tell Vanity Fair, the truth is, the way the show was always going to be is hyper-realistic. And he says, Ferrell just doesn't look like Jerry Buss, and he's not the vibe of Jerry Buss. And there were some people involved who were like, we love Ferrell, he's a genius, but we can't see him doing it. It was a bit of a hard decision. He goes on to say, maybe there was a little shadow in there where I wasn't able to confront the harsher, darker side of myself that would have ultimately erred on the side of making the right casting choice for a lifelong friendship. So he realized, and he goes, and he said that he effed up on how he handled it.
Yeah, if that's your boy, you should have like gone to him straight up.
But they're both his boys too. I mean, Will Ferrell was his partner, right? Like that was their partnership.
But John C. Oh man,
right? Yeah.
That's shake and bake right there.
Thank you. Right? Thank you. Prestige worldwide, right? But so that's why there haven't been any more Adam McKay, Will Ferrell movies.
Oh man, that's so sad.
Was because their friendship was torched, which kind of sucks. I'm not a fan of that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So we knew Miley Cyrus was going to be doing the NBC New Year's Eve special, Miley's New Year's Eve party. She's going to air live on NBC, but also Pete Davidson is going to be with her, ringing in 2022.
Hosting as well?
Yeah, so it's going to be Miley Cyrus and Pete Davidson.
All right.
So and they're doing it from not New York, but from Florida, from Miami, according to the press release. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on here. It will also be live streamed on Peacock from Miami, Florida. Yeah, from Miami, Florida.
Seems like it's NBC and Pete Davidson because he works for SNL.
So hold on here. So from NBC creator and executive producer Lauren Michaels, Miley's New Year's Eve party will air in place of NBC's New Year's Eve special, which has been hosted and produced by Carson Daly every year since 2004, with the exception of 2017 when there was no special. Yeah, so I guess this is the big
unless Miley is in Florida and Pete Davidson is in New York.
But I think the majority of the show is going to be from Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, because everybody else does New York, right? Like all the other networks do New York. They all do New York. So I guess what's that?
Mocha's onto something because when you watch the Ryan Seacrest one,
Yeah.
they have people in LA, they have somebody in New Orleans, and then they anchor it from New York. So Pete could be in New York, and she's in Florida, and
But-
they bring it together.
But the main show is going to be from Miami.
Sure, but he could be in New York.
Sure, yeah. I'm sure he will be. But yeah, so that's Miley Cyrus and Pete Davidson doing that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Tiger, he had that car accident back in February, you remember, where he went off like the side of a road in LA and like totaled his car, totaled his legs, had to have reconstructive surgery, and
they found out he was speeding.
Yeah, and even that day, just because he's Tiger Woods, and anytime somebody who's the greatest at anything gets hurt or injured, you wonder if they're ever going to be able to do that thing that they're so great at again. And that really has been the conversation is, will Tiger ever golf again? And so this is Tiger talking exactly about that.
I can still, maybe if my leg gets good enough, maybe kick off a tournament here or there. But as far as climbing the mountain, get all the way to the top, I don't think that's a realistic expectation of me. But I think something that is realistic is playing the tour one day, never full-time ever again. Pick and choose, just like what Mr. Hogan did. You pick and choose a few events a year, and you play around that. You practice around it, and try to gear yourself up for that, and you play it. I think that's kind of how I'm going to have to play it from now on. It's an unfortunate reality, but it's my reality. And I understand it, and I accept it.
Wow, Tiger Woods.
So just appearances and not like
he's not going to play the tour. He will
full-fledged
say
competitions. Yeah.
Well, he'll say, "Hey, there's 2 tournaments this year. I'm going to train real hard and do those 2 tournaments." He's
Right.
not going to do the full.
He's not going to do all of them.
He's not going to do the full tour anymore. So Tiger Woods done with golf full time.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, the Gucci family is not happy about the Gucci movie.
Oh, really?
The heirs of Aldo Gucci, who
Wait,
of course
did they not
was
have to sign off on it? Or
no, you don't have to. Who was chairman of the Gucci fashion house from 1953 to 1986, have issued a statement saying that they are a bit concerned about the claim that their inaccurate portrayal in Ridley Scott's new movie. They say, quote, "The production of the film did not bother to consult the heirs before describing Aldo Gucci, president of the company for 30 years." This is the Al Pacino part. And the members of the Gucci family as thugs, ignorant and insensitive to the world around them. In addition, they say that the pic attributes a tone and an attitude to the protagonists of the well-known events that never belonged to them. They are also not happy at all over Lady Gaga's character, Patrizia Reggiani, even though she spent 16 years in prison for ordering the murder of her ex-husband, Maurizio Gucci. They say this in the statement. Patrizio Reggiani is portrayed not just in the film, but also in statements from the cast members as a victim trying to survive in a male and male chauvinistic corporate culture. This couldn't be further from the truth. The members of the Gucci family reserve the right to take action to protect the name, image, and dignity of themselves and their loved ones, despite the statement and strongly worded accusations. There is no legal action from the Gucci family at
I wonder if
this
they can.
moment.
Can they? Probably not.
I
right?
don't know. I mean, if something is truly defamatory, I guess you could, but
The
it's
Gucci's
tough.
not.
You don't win. You don't win. Nobody ever wins in those situations. The famous person who sues never wins.
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
It
And then they
just doesn't happen.
Spend years and money.
Right. You want to do
trying
that?
to fight.
No.
Nobody wants to go through
no.
that.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Well. On Monday night, Rihanna was named National Hero by Barbados. This was all part of that ceremony of them becoming an independent republic. And it was like a huge week in Barbados. So here is the introduction to Rihanna, and then we'll get to her words.
On behalf of a grateful nation, but an even prouder people, we therefore present to you the designee for National Hero of Barbados, Ambassador Robin Rihanna Fenty. May you continue to shine like a diamond and bring honor to your nation by your words, by your actions, and to do credit wherever you shall go. God bless you, my dear.
Hey.
And then Rihanna gets up to the mic, and it's interesting when you listen to Rihanna's speech because it's like so many people where they go back home, where as her speech starts and to where it ends, you can hear her just sort of like falling right back into the accent.
This is a day that I would never, ever forget. It's also a day that I never saw coming. Barbadians are proud people, you know? We are probably the proudest people I know. And no matter where I go in the world, I take that pride with me. No matter where we go, the world is going to know that we Bajan to the bone.
Hey.
No matter if it's the accent, the constant missing Shafet, the sunshine, the people, man, the people. Y'all are the true heroes of Barbados. And I take y'all with me wherever I go. I'm so proud to be a Bajan. I'm going to be a Bajan till the day I die. This is still the only place I've ever called home. I love Barbados. I love you guys. And I pray that the youth continue to push Barbados forward. I'm so proud of you. Prime Minister Mia Mottley, thank you so much for honoring me in this way. I have traveled the world and received several awards and recognitions, but nothing compares to being recognized in the soil that you grew in. So I thank you so much for this. Thank you.
Did you see the other Rihanna rumor that's out there right now?
That she's pregnant
with ASAP Rocky's kid?
Yeah, but
I haven't been able to find like a official like news story. I just see it trending like crazy.
Yeah, but
everywhere
when did she post these pictures though? Because I'm just looking now, and there's new pictures, what I think are new pictures of Rihanna in like a bikini, strutting around. No, it doesn't look pregnant to me. And then I think in one of them,
Could be early.
And then she might be smoking a blunt in one of them. I could be wrong.
Keep that baby lit. What do you want to say, Deepa?
What are these pictures from, Deepa?
Oh,
These
I'm not
ones here.
sure
You don't
where
know.
the pictures are from, but I think I have a source
Okay.
that would be able to confirm if she's pregnant or not.
Okay.
Because my 7th grade teacher.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed. I
didn't even finish the sentence.
You didn't, oh, sometimes you don't have to, though.
Right.
Okay, go ahead. Your 7th grade teacher.
My 7th grade teacher is Rihanna's godfather.
You sound like Nicki Minaj when her cousin's friend got the huge testicles from coronavirus. Okay. So talk about your source then.
Yes,
okay.
he,
yes.
he is Rihanna's godfather. My 7th grade science teacher, Mr. Johnson.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Because
Sure, it
Rihanna's
sounds so real.
Okay.
Who's your 8th grade teacher? Mr. Smith?
Okay,
Yeah,
Mr.
exactly.
Johnson.
Mr. Johnson.
Okay, yeah.
Because Rihanna's mom is Guyanese.
Sure.
And he is really good friends with Rihanna's mom.
Okay.
'Cause they grew up together.
Okay.
And then that's how he became her godfather.
So when you talked to him, what did he say?
He is like, oh, yeah, I'm her godfather.
No. When you asked him if he was pregnant, what did he say?
Oh, no, I didn't ask him. I said I could ask him.
You said you had a source. You just came in here.
I have a source, but I didn't ask him yet. But I could probably find him somewhere or like go back to the school.
Do you even know how to get a hold of this man?
Yeah, I'll go back to the school.
Oh,
and be like,
for
hey,
God's
Rihanna.
sake, Steve, but you don't come in here being like, I got a source on whether she's pregnant or not, and not have talked to him.
Yo,
news
Deepa,
broke last night.
honestly, like,
all right.
If this were TMZ,
Bro.
like you'd be fired already. If today was day one, you know, on the TMZ TV
Nobody's-
show when they're all sitting around in on the chairs, like pitching stories or whatever, talking about stuff.
Sure.
Like this is us right now. You'd be fired.
But you have to give me the go ahead. Do you want me to try to find information from the
Okay,
source?
you do whatever you feel is right, Scoop. Okay.
Me lurking around the middle school.
Yeah, you go. Yes.
Where are you at?
Yes. You go.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, Deepa.
Yeah,
welcome.
you go hunting around a junior high school for a pregnancy confirmation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Just don't tell people you work here. Okay.
I'll wear a mask. Don't worry, guys.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Back when Game of Thrones was one of the most popular shows on television, everybody, when it was winding down, was like, okay, what's going to be the new obsession? What's going to be the new Game of Thrones? And it was looking like after season 1, it was supposed to be Succession. That was going to be the sort of new obsession. 2 seasons were great. This 3rd season, meh. But Game of Thrones, the producers and HBO were looking to get more Game of Thrones. So they had set 3 different sort of creative teams to come up with prequels to Game of Thrones. One of them is airing soon, which is House of the Dragon, right?
Ooh,
About the
scary.
Targaryens and everything else. So it's a prequel.
Good or bad? I've never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones.
I love Game of Thrones.
Targaryens
I
is,
don't.
good or bad?
I have no idea, man. Don't ask me those questions. It's embarrassing.
You watch all the seasons?
Yes, I do. I don't know if they're good or bad.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not that kind of show. You don't get those kinds of answers.
Like everyone's good and everyone's bad?
No. You just don't understand.
Oh.
Right? Like, it's not.
Are you saying that because you don't understand?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. So House of the Dragon is going to hit HBO in 2022.
Yeah.
There's a new book called Tinderbox, HBO's Ruthless Pursuit of New Frontiers. And it revealed that the first spinoff that they had in the works was called The Long Night. And this starred Naomi Watts and Miranda Richardson. And former Warner Media Entertainment chair Bob Greenblatt says that when he showed up at HBO, he saw the first cut after a few months when he arrived. And he said, this just doesn't work, and I don't think it delivers on the promise of the original series. So they canceled it.
Okay.
They were already on one episode. They shot the pilot for this show that is never going to see the light of day. HBO spent $30 million on a pilot episode for a Game of Thrones sequel that will never see the light of day.
No.
Because they had 3 in the works and 1 made it, which is House of the Dragon. And then this one.
30 mil.
30 mil on one episode. Wow. That'll never see the light of day. Gone.
That's why they're trying to get all those HBO Max subscribers now.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
They got to be cool on the money.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
MLB lockout. What?
What? No baseball during the offseason?
I know. Major League Baseball enforced its first work stoppage in more than 25 years when the sports collective bargaining agreement expired late last night. They locked the players out. MLB released a statement just after midnight saying, simply put, we believe that an off-season lockout is the best mechanism to protect the 2022 season. We hope that the lockout will jumpstart the negotiations and get us to an agreement that will allow the season to start on time. Now, during the lockout, free agents will not be allowed to sign, and teams will not be permitted to trade players who are part of the union. You remember the 94 lockout? Do you remember that one?
No.
And do you remember the conspiracy theory behind the 94 lockout?
No.
So the conspiracy theory behind the 94 lockout, and again, conspiracy theory, because that's the last time it happened. Some people believe that it was orchestrated by pressure from the television networks and team owners to sabotage the 94-95 season because for 2 reasons. One, the Jays had just come off back-to-back World Series wins.
Okay.
And the Expos were the best team in baseball. And
Oh,
the
they didn't
theory
want
goes
a Canadian
that
team?
they didn't want 3 years in a row to have a Canadian team win the World Series. And then after the lockout happened, neither the Jays or the Expos are ever the same. And I think that the Expos left like within 2 years of that lockout. But when the lockout happened, the Expos were one of the best teams in baseball. And so people believe that that whole thing was an orchestrated conspiracy.
So is there a conspiracy theory now during the offseason?
No. Not
It's
at all.
also off-season. Don't say lockout. Like, they're all at home anyway.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can't sign, you can't trade, you can't do any of this stuff. Like, it does affect people.
Yes.
Right?
So what,
it's just
ooh, can't check my email?
You can check your email. You're not locked out of your account.
Maybe.
You're locked out of baseball.
Maybe.
No, come on now.
So-and-so at MLB.com?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sandra Bullock on Red Table Talk yesterday doing the whole round with all the ladies talking about, and I completely forgot about this story when I believe it was 2014 when somebody broke into Sandra Bullock's home while she was in her home.
Oh, geez, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
My house was broken into. I was in it.
And that's a different story.
It's a different story, especially when you've been watching Last 48 Hours
Oh,
of Dateline.
no.
And I'm like,
Yes.
I'm in the
Or
closet
ID,
going,
yeah.
I was literally in the closet going, this doesn't end well.
Yeah.
I'm in the closet, not going to help, you know. But it was the one night that Louis wasn't with me. It was the one night that our nanny goes, let me just take him to my apartment, which is up the street because you're going to be out late.
Yeah.
And I went, had he been home, had he been home,
Yeah.
I would have run to the closet, what's now my official closet, but that was his bedroom, and it would have changed our destiny forever. So why was he not home on that one night?
Yeah.
And the violation of that.
Yeah.
I wasn't the same after that.
Yeah.
I was unraveling. And
That's hard.
So I don't know
No, that
how-
is really hard.
That show is like church. when you listen to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody says something and everybody in the room goes, yeah, yeah, right?
Yeah, it's more chutch is
Chutch.
what you're looking
Okay,
for.
is that
but
the word I'm looking
absolutely,
for?
Yeah, chutch.
Because it
Mhm.
seems very chutchy to me. Yeah, right? Yes, yes.
Also, she turned her kid's bedroom into her closet.
Yeah, I guess the kid got a bigger bedroom. I guess I don't know, the poor kid. But yeah, she adopted him, Louis, when I think back in like 2010 or something like that. So yeah, he's Louis. That would be like I don't. I mean, how old was he when she had maybe like one or something like that? I'm not 100% sure.
And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
Bunch of questions to go through today on the podcast. First, we head to the phones. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Morning. How you doing, guys?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Doing okay. Just getting ready to start the day.
All right. Well, let's start off with your question. What do you got for the room?
I have a very important question, and I can't be the only one thinking it. When Roz spends too much time on the can, is he leaned back or leaned forward, elbows on knees?
When you're sitting on the toilet.
So
Wait, before you answer, I imagine, actually, Matt, what do you think the answer is?
I don't want to think about it.
Okay.
You asked
but
it.
Yeah.
My elbows, when I go elbows on knees, my legs fall asleep after about 10 minutes. So
that's why
I would like to think that he leans back, but I don't know.
I think he goes elbow on knees.
Now, I've seen Roz sit in a chair and he leans forward, so I'm going to say lean forward, elbows on knees.
Okay, so I spent a lot of time on the toilet. I don't sit in one position the whole time I'm there. Okay?
How do you start? You sit down, you start elbows on knees?
No, straight up.
Really?
Posture, like full straight
Wow.
back. Yeah, full
The
straight.
only
full
time you
straight
ever
back.
have straight postures when you're sitting on
And
the
then
toilet?
I start to crouch down, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so and then no, I just like I'll sit there like elbows on knees, right?
Or
Or
do you sit up and then you rest like if you have your phone in your hand?
Yeah.
You rest your wrists on your
Right.
thigh.
Right.
And then you're looking down.
Well, no, I don't put my wrist on my thigh. That's where the plate is, right? So I would put it behind.
Sorry, what? What'd you say?
What? I didn't say anything.
Did you say the plate?
No, I
That's where
didn't
the
say.
plate.
No.
Okay,
I
truth.
didn't-
Do you eat in there?
I didn't say that at all. I didn't.
A big ball of pasta.
Okay, no, I didn't
you
say
imagine?
that. I didn't say
You've
that.
done
at
that,
all.
haven't you?
Shut up! I didn't say that. Okay, no. So if I'm just like hanging out, right?
Uh-huh.
Because there's different times. Like if I have to go pee and I just decide to spend an extra 20 minutes in there, where I
20
where I
minutes?
know nothing else is going to happen. If I lean forward, right? I don't put my elbows on my. I put my forearms on my thighs.
Oh, and then
Right? And
your
so-
wrists are hanging over your knees?
Well, no, my hands are like together. I'll have my phone in my hand or
Oh, okay.
whatever it is. But if I have to like go like deuce,
Yeah.
right? I will sometimes lean all the way forward to where I put my elbows in between my legs and I'll sit down like,
What, like scouching down?
yeah.
What?
Right? Yeah. I'll sometimes do that.
And really? But you
Yeah.
know what though? I
So,
always
like-
thought that you, in order to get everything out,
Yes.
you're not supposed to scrunch your body like that. You're supposed to sit up
No, you are not.
straight so everything can flow
No, you're not. No,
flow down.
No, you're not. So what happens is, like, you know the squatty potty? Have you ever seen this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the squatty potty is for your feet, and you put it against the toilet, and what it does is it raises your legs up,
Uh-huh.
so your knees become very high. Because that's the form. Basically, the best way, if you want to know the best position that you should poo in,
Yeah.
is when you walk into the bathroom, okay? The best thing that you can do to get a healthy movement is to recreate sort of what the squatty potty does. If you don't have the squatty potty, the way to replicate it is if you walked into the bathroom
Yeah.
and stood on the toilet seat with your feet and then squatted down.
Oh my god.
Right? So it's
you
like you're
create a
squatting.
V.
So it's like you're squatting on the ground.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Okay.
So imagine, like, you know how you squat on the ground
Yeah.
where your knees are up? That's the,
Yeah, so
that's,
you're from your knee to your hip, and then your body you form like the letter V.
Yeah.
Right?
But you're up and down. You're still up and down, but this part of your body is up.
So it's a seated fetal position.
Right. So I replicate that by leaning forward.
Okay.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then what?
And then
You still got time to kill.
And then I got time to kill.
And then
yeah,
what?
so I
Then
just
you
hang out,
lean- lean back and sit
then I get
up?
crampy, and then I got to stretch it out, and I lean all the way back.
Do you ever stand up, walk around in a circle, and then sit back down?
No, but if my leg does get tired, I have the ledge right beside me where the shower is, and I'll take one foot and put it up on the ledge while I'm still on the toilet.
Really?
Is everything sort of still in the toilet at that point?
What do you
is it,
mean?
like your bits? Like
Are
when
they
you
still
put-
in the toilet?
Like when you do this, is it still dangling?
Oh
into
yeah,
the
yeah,
toilet?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a job to get that out more.
There you go, Matt. I don't know if you're pleased with the answer or if it adds to the imagination or not, but that was awesome. Thank you.
Well, I think we finally all got the answer we wanted. So
Yeah.
thanks a lot, guys.
Take care, dude.
See you later.
Do you brush your teeth when you're on the toilet or no? That's a no-go.
No, only at the sink. You?
Because where do you
I
spit?
assume
All the time.
you do,
All the
yeah.
time.
Would you spit between your legs?
No, I hold it in my mouth until I can get up. Yeah. So sometimes, okay, so. Wow.
Highly inappropriate. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sometimes what?
Okay. So there's things. So the way I have one bathroom and it's small. It's my favorite bathroom I've ever had in my life. Because I can do everything from mission control, from like my seated position. Okay. So I have the drawers in front of me that I can like reach and pull stuff out if I need to pull something out.
Yeah.
My brush is there. I can reach my toothbrush. I can turn the faucet on while seated, because it's directly right in front of me.
Yeah.
Right.
For the
I can,
sink?
Yeah, for the sink.
Yeah.
I can run my brush under the sink. The only two things that I have to do is, even if I'm like, if I'm finished, but I'm not like, I haven't like
Cleaned up?
cleaned up. I like go like this. Like if I have to plug the hairdryer in, right? I go like this. So I get the plug in my hand.
Yeah.
And then,
Get ready.
And then I like rock back and forth for a couple times. And then I get some momentum, and then I lean up a little bit. I plug it in, and then I just sit back down. On
Do you
the
ever miss?
rollback.
Do you ever miss?
On the rollback? No, I have not missed. But that's what I'll do when I after I brush my teeth. So I'll brush
Really?
my teeth on the toilet, and then I'll hold it in my mouth, and I'll rock back and forth a little bit, and then alley-oop, and then I spit it in the sink, and then back down I go.
Is this a current bathroom or an older place bathroom?
What do you
Is this
mean?
what you have now?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I just alley-oop it. Yeah.
Jillian says here, did you ever watch a safety video and get so scared that you never do the thing the video was not even about? I watched a safety video about keeping floors clean and not slippery. It ended with a woman carrying a big pot of boiling water, proceeding to slip on the floor and get the whole pot of oil all over her face and her body. Then it showed her skin peeling off and her screaming in excruciating pain. And that is why I don't deep fry on the stove. No pot of oil is going to burn me.
Wow. Oh, God. Okay.
That is very specific. I don't think I've ever seen anything safety related where it would deter me from doing that one thing ever in my life.
Right. I had to watch. There was a video that we had. It was like on a tape where there was a factory that I worked in years ago, and just like a general sort of safety plant sort of rules, all this stuff. Always have your goggles on, always everything else. And I think I was probably there about a week, and I saw a guy shoot himself in the ankle with a nail gun.
Oh!
While he was putting a crate together.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they had to come over, and they used knives, like box cutter knives, right? To cut the boot around and get his foot out of the boot. And then they cut his sock off. And then so you just saw his foot there, and it was his bare foot with a big nail through his ankle, and then like a little round piece of boot around the nail. And then underneath
God.
that was a little round piece of sock.
Oh,
and
no.
Yeah. And there was blood everywhere. But
So
that
he
was.
went to the hospital like that, or did they like try to yank out the nail?
No.
I guess
They
you can.
brought him. They
Yeah, you
brought
have
him.
to.
Yeah. They brought him. But yeah, that was the day. That was like I was still thinking about the safety video when I saw that, and also like these knives that they made you use. Like there was a giant knife that you had to use, and it was a handle, and then it looked like it. I don't even know, like it looked like a sickle where it was like a big curvy half moon blade on the bottom of it.
Geez.
That was the whole thing was about 12 inches long. And that was the only thing that you could cut this certain material with was this big giant blade. But when you would cut it, the hooky part would poke you in your forearm, right? As you were doing it, you could like slice your own forearm, and that was
people getting hurt all the time. Like
all the time. And then they would always come around and tell you, you know, you got to roll your sleeves down. You got to, but it was so hot. It was like 110 degrees in that place, right? And so I was super, super careful after watching, because at first when you watch a training video, you're like, oh God, boring. But then when you start to see people getting really hurt at stuff, you're like, oh my God, brutal. Brutal.
No, I have not been in this situation.
No.
I've never watched a safety video in my life.
No?
No.
Especially one about driving. Yeah, there's probably a couple safety videos that you should watch, right? Like you should watch first of all, you should definitely watch one on husbands.
Is there one? I'll watch it.
Even that you won't watch.
It's obvious you've never watched the husband safety video.
Rayman46 asks, are you team snowblower or snow shovel? I'm a mix of both. I love my snowblower.
Yeah.
But
don't you have to use both, Mocha?
Do I have to?
Because like the blowing only takes off a certain amount, then you have to shovel the rest, right?
No, mine gets the snow off.
You can
like,
lower
pretty clear.
There's all that packed down stuff on the ground.
Yeah, it'll get that up.
But I do a mix. I only use my snowblower when a certain amount of snow falls. Like the snow that we recently got here, I'll use my shovel.
Just shovel
for it.
it.
Yeah, because it's way quicker.
Yeah.
Easier too.
I like snowblowers because it's a big giant gas machine that makes a ton of noise and it throws snow super far. Like snowblowers are fun, right?
Yeah.
Like snowblowers are fun, but I do really like the precision work that you can do with the shovel, right? Like I like clean. Like I like when it's all done.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
When you shovel the driveway, right? You're standing at the top of your driveway, staring down at the street.
Right.
Do you start shoveling from like either the far left, far right, go all the way down towards the street? Do you shovel one path, either far left, far right, all the way down to the street, and then go side to side? Or do you create a path down the middle of the driveway down to the street and then tackle one side than the other?
So I live in the city, right? So I'm in a very different situation than you are. So I only, on the right-hand side of the driveway, I have about a strip of a little over a foot that I can put a year's worth of snow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And the same thing on the right-hand side of the driveway. It's a tiny little piece that's it's about 15 feet long and about 1.5 feet wide. That's where all the snow has to go. There's nowhere else for it to go. And also I have a like stone block driveway that's like 80 years old that are all uneven.
Oh, worse.
So to shovel that, you can't do it in any sort of, like, I wish I could be like, starting at the bottom, I'm going to work my way to the top. The only thing you can do is feel around with the shovel to find a path where the bricks aren't going to stop you, where when you're shoveling, then the shovel goes into your stomach.
The worst.
Right? Yeah, it's the worst.
I hate
that.
that.
So I have a crap driveway. I don't like it at all.
Oh, I go all the way down the middle first to create
middle.
a path
Yeah.
to the street.
Respect.
And then from the bottom of the driveway, work my way back up where I will go like to my left and shovel that side, and then to the right, shovel that side, and then go back and forth, crisscross that way.
Good technique. Good technique.
Dan Moore, does your dad shovel or does he use
No,
a
Daniel and
snowblower?
Kyle do now because shoveling for my dad would kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, right, New Heart.
Yeah.
Not New Heart, but like...
Oh, many problems. So,
Yeah.
So Daniel and Kyle do that.
Oh, good.
But can't you just throw the snow on the street?
Not allowed.
Because then cars will just, like, then it...
I know. I mean, you're not supposed to. I mean, with the snowblower and everything. There have been times when I just shoot it out onto the street.
Yeah, like when cars have been going up and down the road all day and all that snow on the road has just become water, that's where the snow goes. It's just going to become water. If anybody reports me, by the time anybody gets there of any significance, the snow I just put on the street is also going to be
so
water.
busy to report you for
you don't even know.
Coming
People
from somebody who
are way
complains and
too-
also lives with somebody who complains about everything all the time.
Thank you.
Damn it, if Matthew and Maury live anywhere on your street,
Oh, God.
Damn it, Matthew would be the one to call the
Matthew
city.
called security this morning on the people upstairs because they were talking.
Again?
Talking.
Didn't he do that like last week or 2
Yeah,
weeks
they do
ago?
it every night. They were talking at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it woke him up. So
Talking.
But
they were
how
talking
thin
loudly.
are
and
your walls, let alone your ceiling? Because there's concrete there.
We hear the people upstairs pee. We can hear their stream of pee.
Wow.
So does he complain about them peeing, or just
No, but he
complains about them
complains about their
talking?
bathroom fan too.
What? Because you can hear it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like your ceiling's made out of paper mache.
Bro, it's crazy.
So what security say? Well, like
They why don't they go up, knock, and tell them to stop talking?
Stop talking?
They're like, keep it down. Yeah.
That would drive me nuts, man, living in a condo. I couldn't. Has anybody complained about your dog barking incessantly? Yeah.
Once. That's why we couldn't go together to my grandmother's for Hanukkah last week because 2 weeks ago someone complained about his barking.
Do you think that Matthew has trained the dog to bark like crazy while he's not around, just so he doesn't have to go to these boring things with you?
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
It's a very convenient.
Yeah.
Very convenient excuse.
Wow. I think Matthew watched a safety video on husbands.
Exactly. See, he watched the video.
Jillian asks here, Roz, do
Yeah.
you still wear nail polish? What is your favorite color and or brand?
Okay, so I do on my toes. China Glaze, I like. There's another brand that Catherine brought home that's really, really great. I like big, fun, bright colors. My favorite color of all time, and then they changed it a little bit, was a color called Pool Party. That was my absolute favorite. It was kind of like a hot orange pink, right? And it was my number one color that I wore for years, and then they sort of changed it. And then I went to like a baby, like a sort of Easter egg blue for a little while, which was kind of pretty. But yeah, the China Glaze stuff, super cheap. They got great fun colors, but I have no sort of, I'm not like, partial to any one brand. I just go by the colors.
All like they're all the same colors, or have you ever gone like multicolored, like one nail
on
is,
my toe?
Yeah, one nail is this, one nail is that.
It's too much of a pain in the ass to do that.
You should do it. You should do that for Christmas.
I was gonna say for
the
pride.
holidays.
For pride.
No, for the holidays, like red, green, red, green.
Yeah.
No, the pride color.
But then, yeah. Maury's like, stop ruining my pride.
Why don't
I
you
could
do it
do
for
that.
Pride,
I
Maury?
could do that. Yeah. Why don't you do your own for Pride?
No, I want to do yours.
You're not doing
No,
mine.
I mean like I want to celebrate your toes.
Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, no, I could do both of those things. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do. I'll do Christmas.
That'd be
toes.
fun.
But right now, can you do Hanukkah, blue and white?
No.
Okay, we'll end on this question from Natalia. For someone who hasn't seen a Christmas movie, what is your one must-watch movie every year?
Well, there's
What do you mean? She's never seen a Christmas movie?
I guess not. Or maybe asking for someone who has never, like just out of curiosity, asking for a friend. I don't know, maybe. But what is your one must-watch movie every year?
But
we just watched the other night again, Elf, because it's just so awesome.
It was on
so
3
fun.
times this weekend.
Was it really?
I watched all 3 times.
Oh, so good. I think that Home Alone. We watched Home Alone the other day.
Has
again.
anybody watched that new Home Alone yet?
It's terrible.
Is it?
Is it
It's
really bad?
absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
We were gonna watch it this weekend.
Yeah.
Did you know in Elf? So you know that scene where he's a cotton-headed Millie Muggins or whatever, where he couldn't make the right amount of etch-a-sketches?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And there's the guy in the red outfit that was talking to him. One of the elves is wearing a red outfit. Doesn't matter. That actor was the kid in A Christmas Story who was going to shoot his eye out with the BB gun. That's the same actor.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again.
Okay, I was really fascinated by that on the weekend.
Fun fact, guys.
Has that kid not done anything? Because wasn't he the Quick commercial kid for a long time?
I don't know about that,
Yeah,
but
he was.
What?
Yeah. He was the spokesperson for
Nestle Quick
for like Chocolate Quick or something like that. What's this thing? What's the movie called? A Christmas movie?
A Christmas Story.
Yeah, Ralphie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on here. Where do I find the cast for this? Yeah, it's a Canadian movie, right?
A Christmas Story?
It was filmed in Cleveland.
Yeah, but I think it's a Canadian movie.
Oh, wow.
Because I think all the people in it. So Ralphie, yeah. So Peter Billingsley
That's
is
right.
the guy's name. Hold on. Let me look and see what this cat looks like now, all grown up. Because I believe that he was the Nestle Quick kid. Oh, yeah, look at that. Wow, he looks nothing like him. He sort of looks like a combination of two other actors that I can't really put my finger on. He sort of looks like a combination of Bradley Cooper and
So funny, Mark.
somebody
It's true.
else.
Actually, Bradley Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah, but that really doesn't look like him. But I mean, this guy was like a super little kid, though, right? Anyway, thanks, Moore, for getting me off track here.
You did that yourself.
Do you have an answer, Roz?
I don't even know what the question was.
What is your one must-watch movie every year?
Yeah,
Talking about Christmas.
I mean, we watch
holiday
this movie every year. We watch A Christmas Story, but also, like, I think that Elf is not only just like a great Christmas movie. I just think Elf is like, a really great movie. Like, it's just like it's almost like the perfect movie. I love it so much. Like,
But what about the Home Alones?
I love Home Alone 1. Yes, I love Home Alone 1. Home Alone 2, whatever. I can, take it or leave it. I don't have any sort of ties to any of the what's that other one that I hate that everybody loves?
Christmas Vacation?
Love Actually.
No, Love Actually.
Christmas Vacation is fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't mind it. That's really it, though, right? Like, what else are there?
Well, there's 4 Christmases. There's Serendipity. There's so many.
No, I don't watch. No, Serendipity. No, I don't love I don't want to watch. Like, I'm not interested.
Like any
in
of the
that.
romantic
Nah,
comedies?
I mean, I am, but I'm not interested in that movie. I didn't think Serendipity
Or
was
Rudolph,
that
the
great.
old Rudolph movie.
I still get bored. I am so bored of that. But there's been a couple good Christmas movies in the last couple of years that I've enjoyed.
Oh, Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks, I
that
love.
That is a must in our
Yes,
house.
What's the one with
Love
Diane
watching.
Keaton? There was a Christmas movie with John Goodman where she, at the end, dies of cancer.
Oh my God! Spoiler alert! First of all, second of all, that sounds depressing as hell.
But it's-
why would you want to watch that at
But
Christmas?
it's also with Rachel McAdams. It is a really good movie.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Wow.
Are you looking it up?
Is it The Family Stone?
Yeah, that's the one.
Way to be a downer.
Jeez, who
Anyway,
who wants to watch? Guys,
Have you seen
did you
it?
see the Christmas movie where Diane Keaton dies of cancer at the end?
we just talked about like hilarious, fun, uplifting movies, and then you come in with Christmas cancer.
Jeez, man.
Like, dog. All right. Every week you'll find us on Instagram. I'm like super sad now.
I know. I love Diane
925.
Keaton.
Send in your questions and we will answer them. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
Maury, I think you're gonna pass out before Christmas. Maury's gonna die at the end of this one.
God.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.